So
Golden.
that would
Golden.
be
Hazel.
Golden. Amber. Lightning.
Okay. Sure. That makes sense.
That
That
makes
makes the most sense. I don't need to roll for it. That makes the most sense.
Okay.
Because we're
Y'all are just
blue.
fucking lightning damage all everywhere.
It's blue, man. I think. Ooh, nope, too much. Yeah, I think I can work on my lighting situation for sure.
I don't know how to make that camera work.
It's fine, dude. I don't fucking care.
Dustin, did you see my message?
No.
Discord.
It says, "Hey Dustin, fuck you."
Wow. Cuts deep.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
This is international waters here. Come on.
All right, I'm on it.
Jay, I almost died last week, bro.
I watched the clip.
It was ill-advised.
It seemed pretty exciting, yeah.
Man, yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. It seemed pretty neat.
It was something.
I was like really hoping I wasn't gonna kill you, but and, yeah, I mean, you net 20, then that was great.
I mean, he kind of deserved it if you
Maybe.
Well, Cash wouldn't be rocking a dope-ass glaive if I wouldn't have done it, and Raul wouldn't have kicked it in the throat. Well,
You're the only one who's taken damage yet, right? So, and did you do your hit dice stuff to heal up from last? Did we do
no,
that?
we were gonna do it at the
rest?
start. Yep, we were gonna do that at the start of this.
Where do you select your camera?
In Roll20.
Yeah.
It just told me, do you
Every
want
time
to?
if you leave it and come back in, it'll like prompt it'll like ask you.
Here,
Okay.
chest, caramel here.
You can do that if you want.
Oh,
Yeah. It said I downloaded that driver, but not seen anything. Let's see. Like this.
If I can track down my actual webcams, I can lend you one, Dustin.
Okay.
Whoa.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah, I've got like 4 C920s from when I was doing pinball streaming and board game streaming.
Nice.
They're somewhere in this apartment. And then I moved, and I got to try to find them again.
Just gonna plug this in back here.
you put that over there.
Just gonna see if that plug works.
Yeah, so Eric, your hit dice are D6 and you have 2 of them. You have 2 D6. So you can choose to spend those and you roll them and then add your constitution modifier and that gets added to your health if you want to.
Okay, so I rolled 2d6.
We'll do that once we can do that once we start just because
Okay.
it'll be in session.
You said it's my Constitution modifier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll
Yep.
them all you roll them all individually, yeah? So he would do 1d6 plus his con and then 1d6 plus his con.
Yeah, I usually play. You can decide to go like you don't have to declare the number of hit dice you're using beforehand. You can just
Right. If you rolled a 6 and then added your con, which was like I don't know if it's a 3 or 4.
3.
So if you rolled a 6 and a 3, you'd have 9 and you'd probably be pretty close to full. So like you wouldn't have to waste the second one if you didn't want to.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll roll 1 and see where you're at, and then if you want to roll more, you can decide.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you want me to.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Quick side note: I was reading up on there's a set of variant rules that's called gritty realism, where instead of being an hour for a short rest, it's 8 hours for a short rest, and instead of being 8 hours for a long rest, it's 24. It's a week for a long rest.
Why?
Because that's how long it would take for you to actually
for
heal.
your body to like
For you to actually get better at any of that kind of stuff.
And
That's
the
interesting.
DM would not let you do a long rest in a span of 4 sessions. I think
Yeah,
that's
like that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's I think maybe a touch homebrew stuff, but it's very much more built more to like a West Marches kind of campaign where you go out, do a bunch of stuff, and then run back to town because you're dying.
Yeah. Dustin, are you good or?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if everyone wants to pull up Audacity and get that cranking.
Okay, well, good. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, that was a bunch of dumb bullshit that I didn't want to record.
Do any of you guys want to? Not yet. When I will do the clap and then I'll talk us in for a sec and then we'll do a recap. Does anyone want to do a recap? Dustin did the last one. I can do them. I like if you guys do them, but
I'd love to be recapped.
yeah. Nobody wants to do the recap.
I have a terrible memory, bro. Honestly.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Everyone's running it.
I am running Discord. I'm ready.
Discord, Audacity, everyone's cranking. All right, cool. Let's do the thing. We'll do a 3, 2, 1 clap, and then we'll get a move on. Cool.
Yeah, 1 sec.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1 clap. All right. Welcome everyone to the third session of the Till Dice Do Us Part podcast and live stream. Welcome back, JLo, who wasn't around for the last session. We're glad to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Cash is still alive, so be grateful. Algos is still alive.
Woo!
So be super grateful.
You mean be surprised?
Be surprised. Yeah, so speaking of last session, it was Rowdy Af. Y'all got into some trouble. Basically, we picked up where it was after the battle with the Lemures and the Halfling Man, and you guys walked around and found some runes scrawled on the ground, and you figured out that these creatures were under contract and were protecting this man. And then there was a fork in the cave, and you guys decided to hook a right into a lone room where you were seemingly telepathically communicated with by a creature, which you decided to approach. And you found a impaled large demon creature, very muscular, wounded, and he was stuck. And he was asking for help removing the glaive. And in return, he would help you guys with what you needed help with. It was decided that you guys were going to leave him there. And then Alagos decided to go up and try and get a little licky lick on some dripping demon blood and
Get a piece.
yeah, get a piece. Shake his hand, maybe tell him you said you'd be back, is what I think you said.
Yeah.
And he realized that this was his only opportunity. He hasn't seen anyone come into the cave since being wounded originally, and he pulled you in with a grapple and tried to use you as a bargaining chip in a little hostage situation. It got dicey. There was some deception that ended up being thwarted by violence, and you dropped. You were unconscious. You were poisoned. You were dying. You nat 20'd, came back up. Rel killed the demon with some bow staff and some punches, and it was close. And you're alive. And then you guys took a short rest to decide what you're doing next. So, picking up after the short rest, only person who's been wounded, and heavily, mind you, is Alagos. So, yeah, go ahead and start. I assume you'd like to with rolling one of your hit dice, which is the 1d6, and then add your con.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. I rolled a 5.
Well, yeah, 2 plus 3. Okay. So yeah, what did
So I
where you
rolled a
at?
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Where was I at?
I think I got it.
Like 1?
5?
No,
Oh,
he was
okay.
at 5. You took a heal from.
Did I?
Maybe
I think Coven.
maybe somebody did. If we can go back and look at it later, but I had you at 5 on.
Yeah,
Age
I have
of
5.
Beyond, and I hadn't adjusted. I don't think I had adjusted it. Okay, so that would put you at 10. Your max is 16. You want to roll another one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we
Go
go.
ahead and do the same thing.
Rolled a 5.
Sweet. Plus 3, that's an 8. So that would put
Yay!
you.
Nice.
Yeah, that puts you. Oh, so sorry, I was looking at someone else's sheet. So you know how to adjust your health there. You just click on the
Yep.
hit points and heal yourself and all that. So you're back up to full. Cool.
Did Cash take any damage?
Nope.
Not surprised.
You.
My sister's very sturdy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every hit that he made would have done damage to you. However, if they were targeted at you, he was rolling very well.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was, yeah.
He was kicking like a mule.
Fair.
And the only other side note, I know you caught up in the clip from the Twitch episode, JLo, but you did with a nat 20 strength check, get that glaive out the wall. Yeah. So I went and plugged that into your character sheet.
It's big.
Yeah, it's a visionary glaive. I think it's a D10 plus fucking whatever I put in there, plus 3 for your strength, and then
Nice.
based on the color of the wielder's eyes, you add a elemental. You add 1 elemental damage on hit. So, yeah, you had decided on like the amber colored eyes, which would be lightning damage on the table.
Which makes sense given my blue dragonborn
Sticking with it.
background.
Yeah, very cool. All right, guys. So you guys stand up after resting for an hour. Everyone's looking a little better. I believe Coven got some spells back. I don't know if anyone else gets any spells back off a short rest.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
I do believe that our throats are feeling nice and cleaned out from earlier, ready for another round of a little spit swap.
Heck yes. Can we, my brother Dia?
Yes.
May I suggest we never call it that again?
I thought things that happen in Polyria were fine to happen elsewhere.
Well, we can talk about it in the future.
I will consider this book closed.
Whoa. All right, we'll restart the session. All right, everyone ready? Everybody.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Undo, delete, undo.
Yeah. All right.
You
so
should see in Coven's eyes above his book covering his face.
All right, so you guys are in this room, and what do you want to do?
I want to berate Alagos for poor tactical planning,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
which I'm sure has been done, but
Yeah, by all of us.
just in canon, Kashana also does that. I don't have any good quotes yet, so
I have an idea.
What's up?
So I spewed up a bunch of this poison, right? Onto the floor.
Yeah.
I think we should maybe stick that glaive in it, coat that glaive, put a little poison on it. Maybe a good idea for this cave. Can we do that? Is that a thing?
That's not a bad idea, but it would be better if we had like a vial. We could
Yeah,
put the
true.
poison in, and then we could break it on the glaive or whatever we would need.
Store it, yeah. Does anybody have anything like that?
let me check my equipment.
Yeah, let me see what I have for equipment.
A water skin? Like,
In the future, bring vials.
Okay.
I've got a mess kit that has a cup in it and simple cutlery. I don't think that's gonna work.
We can pour it in my
Just
backpack.
spoon that shit into a coffee mug.
And then I have to take up a whole hand to just carry a coffee mug.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. So I'll let you. Yeah, I'll let you guys decide if you want to head back over there and try and do that. By all means, if you have a means to try and hang on to some.
I mean, even just like a dagger, sticking it in somebody that can throw a dagger. Can anybody throw a dagger if we have daggers? How does that work?
Yeah, I think most daggers can be thrown. You just have to make the proper rolls. I think it's like it's dex to throw them and stuff like that.
It's a range attack throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have daggers. If we don't have a vial or something, I have a perfume vial.
Oh, there you go.
I've got myself a blankie that maybe I could sop it up with. Last resort, I know.
All right. So yeah, do any of you you by all means, if anyone wants to go over there and try and figure out some poison application, I'll make you do some rolls over there if you want to do that. But just let me know if you do.
Given the nature of the weapon that Cash has acquired, I don't think she's interested in dipping it in Alagos's vomit.
Come on, man.
I would say, my new friend Alagos, if you are able to bottle some of your vomit, so that it may be used at a more appropriate time, I would not say no to that. But this thing's already kind of heavy.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, just coat the blades. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. Let's coat the blades.
Which one? Who's gonna head over that way?
Let's have Everly do it. Yeah.
So Everly's gonna walk over there by herself and check it out.
Yes.
Yeah, you made that sound very
I think
dangerous.
yeah.
Well,
I don't mean
By
I
yourself?
just want to know who I have to move.
Right, yeah.
Or who's going to be moving. All right, if you could give me an investigation check real quick,
Okay.
that'd be sweet.
-1. I rolled a
Okay.
6.
So you look around on the ground where Alagos had originally dropped unconscious, and you see a couple pools of liquid in the dirt there. You assume some of it might be blood, some of it might be maybe urine, but you see where he had spewed up some of this material, and it looks like it's pretty much seeped into the earth at this point. From there, I'll have you go ahead and make an intelligence check real quick.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
Yeah. So you have to assume this poison came from somewhere, but when you think back on it, you don't recall how it happened, like how the poison got into him, whether he got stabbed or the thing spit on him or it used its fingernails or whatever. You don't recall how the poison was, put into Alagos's system. So at this point, with you over there looking at the demon, looking at the situation, you don't know how you would get any more of this poison.
Okay.
So yeah, are you gonna head back to the group and tell them that you're not seeing
Yeah.
any, you're not sure?
I'm stumped. Yep. All right.
Looks like puke.
Smells
Yep.
like puke.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I say we investigate the rest of the cave.
You guys want to press on?
Leave no stone unturned. Yes.
Oh
All right.
boy, and the other way's going down into the deep darkness.
Yeah. So I'll put you guys in a group. You guys want? I think I have an idea of marching order just based on how it usually plays out.
I think Cash would like to be in front.
That's typically the play. Who wants to be behind that? Algos or maybe
Seraph?
Rel, or-
Oh, yeah, like this. There you go.
Sure.
And I would like to be nut to butt with Rel, just for safety reasons.
Yeah, safety.
Yeah.
Maybe something like this.
Yeah.
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 How long does your light last? Coven.
Well, it's a cantrip that I can just keep re-upping.
Okay, so
but
we'll say
it
at one
lasts
point during
an
the rest-
hour.
Okay, yeah, we'll say at one point during the rest it just blacked out and everyone was like, "Oh shit!" Then you just flip through a couple pages and it comes
They
back.
just hear, "Oh, drop my glasses," and then comes back up.
Right.
Wait, we have no other source of light but Coven?
Currently, yeah.
Oh my god, do I have a torch? I light up a torch.
Okay. Yeah, you light
Nico-
a torch.
Nico's in-game counting the minutes to just blank me out and kill us.
Okay, Google, start a timer, 10 minutes.
Yeah, let me plug an aura in for you.
Yeah, I light up a torch.
What is the the light
20
projection on that?
bright light in 20 feet, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet. And torches burn for an hour.
Okay, I think that man, the lights look confusing, but I think that is the light situation there.
I also have a torch if needed.
Wish I could make the opacity a little less on that because it just looks like you guys are in a thing. Are you seeing those? Are you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
We'll
do
leave it
you want me to draw what I see?
No.
No, not even a little.
I gotta start picking my moments now because, like, they're gonna happen.
All right. So
Yeah, so Kashana's happy to. I'm pointing at my screen, like, you know what I'm saying. Lead the way down that left fork.
Yeah, and if you remember,
Somewhat-
if you just hold down, you can ping these pings.
Somewhat cautiously, like
Okay.
definitely not charging at full speed.
Not quite like a stealth, right? Or are you trying to be stealthy?
I think that given the from what JLo understands from the previous combat, I'm pretty sure anything that is lower than us will already know that we're here.
Okay. Yeah, if that's a safe.
And then
assessment.
Kashana has a soldier background, so would also be able to know that, like, that was a loud fight.
Right.
So stealth may not super be necessary, but she's definitely not charging in.
Okay.
We are glowing as well now.
Yeah, you're just you're beaming. Yep. All right, so you guys are back into the room from session 1 where you guys fought all those Lemirs, and back into this kind of crossroads here in the cavern where it split off. And this is the only other section of the cave you have not explored. So when you passed through that doorway, you see, because there was a wall basically, so that room was walled off. So it looks like you could have seen the river from in there, but there was a wall. So you come back out and now you see the river. You hear it rushing again. It's not like there's not a heavy current really at this point. It was heavier up by the door, but it slows down. My cat's like trying to climb all over me.
Show.
Mowgli.
Chuck.
Kitty.
Oh, he ran away. He got scared.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, you guys want to press on this? So this
Yes.
dips down. This is like a 45-degree drop, and it starts to go down a little bit. And it's pretty narrow, and the river's right there. So we'll move you guys up.
Would we be able to get back like as easily as we are going down?
Yeah. It won't be. Yeah, it's not like that. It's just I'm just basically trying to show you guys that it's you're going down. Now let me reveal some stuff for you.
Ooh.
Reveal areas, please. Is this not working? Man.
Nothing works today.
Oh,
Don't
here we go.
forget to. Oh, okay, never
Don't forget to check our merch store where there's nothing you can buy.
If you're ever in Portland, Maine, stop by Bow Street Beverage.
I hate that.
I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'm a retail monkey. I have to.
Maybe the owners will pay us for that.
Whoa.
I'll send this.
Yo,
to
let me.
Show them
Fire
Twitch
up.
analytics.
I'll roll for it and I'll let them know tomorrow. Not great.
Okay, so let me move a couple things into the
7
field.
plus 0 for persuasion on owner of company. Doesn't work.
It's not looking good.
Why do you have dice in my office?
All right, so as you guys move down, you can see that the room starts to open up, and you see that to your right, the river starts to open up a little bit more, and it starts to curve in your vision. You see it moving out a little bit. When you come down, your light opens up the room a little bit, and the only thing you see, other than the river and the dirt floor, mind you, also right at the bottom of this, where it opens up a little bit, the floor becomes level again. It's not at the decline. Like looks like you hit the bottom, at least of this section, altitude wise.
Mm-hmm.
You see like next to the river, a rock, like a pretty good sized rock. I want to say it's just like maybe 2.5, 3 feet tall rock. Probably weighs a few hundred pounds. And it has, I'll show you guys see it because the light refracts off it a little bit, but there's like a little red, a little section of it that's red, like just like it's like a different color than the rest of the rock. The rest of the rock's just like like a granite kind of color, and then you have this section of it that looks red.
Oh
And,
God!
But yeah, that's it so far. Do you guys want to keep moving into the room completely at this point, or because it looks like you're coming up on a room basically?
Would y'all like me to take a peek at that shiny bit?
Only if I'm directly next to you.
I like the sound of that. This is scary.
Let's move in as a group.
Do you guys want
Yeah.
to move into like this area?
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let me move you right there.
If y'all don't mind, it takes a little bit of time for me to do something like this. Just watch my back now. I'd like to ritual cast detect magic.
10 minutes?
Sure.
Oh.
This is what you guys see. When you're in the room.
God.
Yeah, so you are going to cast. Sorry, I was listening, but
Oh,
was
there's
trying to
more
look at
shiny
the room.
bits.
Does it, Nico, does it look like the torchlight is catching it? Like that's what's reflecting off of it? Or does it look like they have their own light?
No. So it is kind of hard to tell. But when you guys move in and you move a little closer, I'll say that as your torchlight, because like torchlight kind of flickers and like has different moments of intensity. Yeah, the the shining, the glowing on these red sections of the of these spots or whatever
Mhm.
do seem to be giving off a little bit of light on their own. Yeah, not a ton, but there is like an odd enough little glow to them.
Hmm. Cool.
They're
But, like-
philosopher stones.
Yeah, right. But it's their own glow, not a reflective glow.
Correct.
Yeah, cool. That was
If
yeah,
you were to
cool.
put your torch out and look at them,
Mhm.
you'd see the red spots a little
Gotcha.
bit, like a really dim little bit of glow.
Okay, cool.
There's actually also a section I will need to make sure that y'all can see. Actually, you know what? You wouldn't see that yet. Never mind.
Ooh, interesting. I go that way after I take care of my brother.
Okay, so you're rolling detect magic.
Yeah, I'm
Dustin,
doing a ritual cast for detect magic.
And that's
Okay.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you explain?
Do we
sorry.
not want to do that?
It just takes that's a long time.
It is.
Also, sounds like you can cast spells as a ritual, which means you forego the actual casting time of one action, a bonus action, a reaction, and you can take 10 minutes to gather whatever forces or energies that you need in order to cast the spell. It takes time, but it doesn't use up a spell slot is the big draw for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which I'm a little low right now.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm not gonna say like you all have to stand there and wait 10 minutes if you do want to cast it. But you can cast it and take the 10 minutes, and everyone else can check stuff out while you wait, or you don't have to cast it. It's up to you. If you want to cast it, you totally can.
You guys can see that it's been like 30 seconds and Kevin hasn't even like found the book he's trying to find yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna do it. Okay. We'll put. Do you want to move in a little closer while you do it, or do you want just that you have this view of the room currently? You want to keep it this way, or?
I would like to inspect the water's edge.
Okay. Right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alagos moves up.
Yeah. If so, I feel like I don't want to speak for my brother, but he'd move up and like begin to cast the rituals. Like, oh, I got to figure out what this is, and like
Yeah.
start to
I'm
begin it
like-
over there.
I'm kneeling down, putting an eyeball real close to this
Gotcha.
shiny bit.
I'll
Yeah.
while keeping an eye on him, I'll move up with Alagos as well.
Okay. So you'll move up to like right
Mhm.
about here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me explain, because I opened up the room and you guys saw what you saw, but I haven't explained it to
Yeah, it's fine.
audio listeners or anything like that. So you guys walked in and you come into a room. It's a little bit bigger than the different shaped side. It's round. It's a rounder room. And when you walk in, the river opens up a little more to your right. It becomes wider to a point where there's a section that's fairly wide, like it's like 35-40 feet across, and there's a section of land of dirt on the other side of it. So this is one of the first times you've seen where the river kind of crosses through the earth and there's more room on the other side. You guys, on the side of the river that you are currently on, you see 4 of these rocks along the river's edge. All of them roughly the same size, and all of them with small amounts of this splotchy red kind of glowing material. And to the northwestern side, you see this a wall. Like it stops, like basically the river and the earth kind of meet where there's a wall, and it looks like you guys have reached the end, maybe. And then over here to the left of you guys is just an open area, open dirt area. And you moved up, so I can open up a tiny bit more. I think I'll give you guys the whole room at this point. Um, man, why is it not ending?
My favorite part about all those sort of like tech pauses is like, oh, chop that fucking 45 seconds out.
I know. Okay, so
Hold on, I know the page is somewhere here.
So while we're waiting, Alagos turns to Seraph and says, "You know about demons. You know, with a demon being back there, maybe you should try to inspect these stones and see if you can find anything."
I've read about demons. I learned somewhat their language, and I understand their culture, but I do not understand demon knowledge.
yeah, so you Alagos and Cash are up by one of these rocks. Do you want to check it? Do you want to check it out yourself, or you're asking someone else if they want to look at it, or?
I
I'll
want
look
to.
at it.
Yeah, I want to inspect the water to see if we can see anything in
so
the
you want
water.
to look at the water,
right.
and Cash wants to look more at the rock.
Yeah, I'll look
Yep.
at this rock.
Okay, I'll let Eric go first.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Okay. Just one.
Mowgli, where are you going?
Rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay.
9?
A 9.
Oh, sorry,
Obviously,
yes. Yep.
Right,
You have
right.
-1 at perception?
Yep.
Cool.
Wamp.
Just double checking.
So yeah, you kind of walk up to the edge of this water. It's a lot more stagnant down here. The kind of current that you saw earlier has come to a pretty good stop, and the water's very still. And with the little bit of light that you guys have, I mean, Cash moved up too, so you get some of her torchlight. You kind of see down into the water. There's nothing living that you can tell down there, just some rocks. And you can see across the way there's just some more earth in the wall. So that's about it in terms of perceiving that side of the room, looking at the water area.
Okay.
And then Jill.
Yeah, I want to peek on this rock.
Sure, man.
Perception again?
I'll say if you're looking right at the rock, go
Yeah.
ahead and give me an investigation.
Can that be perception instead? Investigation. I heard you. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still. Oh man, good roll. 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay. So you get in real close. You're looking at this rock right in front of you, and you can you move your torchlight, out of the field of view of it, behind, next to the rock, and you are seeing that this section of it is glowing. It's got a little bit of a reddish glow to it. It seems to be some sort of plant life.
Okay.
It seems like it's like I'd say that you'd think it's like an algae maybe. It looks like man, it's hard to say exactly.
I do have. I could do a. No, I was gonna say I could do a survival check, but it'd probably be more nature to actually look at it.
It would be nature. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you that it looks
With a 19 though.
Yeah. Do you think it's a plant?
Okay.
It's glowing, and it looks like seaweed almost.
Okay.
That's kind of just attached to it, and it looks almost like how do I want to say this? Like blood vessels almost. Like it's like webbing a little. Like
get forks and forks and forks.
Yeah,
and forks.
like
Okay.
that.
Gotcha.
And it looks like there's not exclusively one attached to each rock like you see in the tokens. There's like little bits of that all over the rocks.
Okay, cool.
Like it's kind of just like it's spreading a little bit on these rocks, and it has a little bit of a glow to it.
And these rocks that it's glowing and attached to look different from the soil and like sand around it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Neat.
Hold
Cool.
on, the page is almost there. Hold on.
I love the idea that like a ritual spell is just you looking up the spell.
Yep.
Like that's so good. That's really good. That's a really good flavor.
So I'll say you're.
Dang, I don't even remember which language I used for that one. Hold on.
I'll say he's about halfway through that. And does anyone else want to do anything before that finishes in the next couple minutes?
I just want to make sure Alagos doesn't fall in the water.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
He also can just like put air underneath his feet too, so he might
Or-
be.
Well, I
Or
mean,
breathe underwater.
if he remembers to.
Yeah, that's one thing that's cool about air genasi is they're like they can live forever, not live forever, but they can sustain life on a single breath. So they
Cool.
you only need to breathe once, and then you can just have that, right?
Cool.
Right.
So
Yeah, like one breath of fresh air and just crank on that.
They breathe at will, but in
Neat.
terms of what they need, like if you need to hold your breath,
Mhm.
what you've got is sufficient, which is
Cool.
nice.
I'd like to ask Cash to reach out and feel this fungus or this algae and kind of.
Now, hold on now. Hold on.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hold on. Wait. Hear me out.
Maybe you should
Hear me
lick
out.
it.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Every
Like
time.
it, maybe.
Hear me.
Have
No.
I
I
swear
think-
I got this somewhere in the book.
I feel
I'll
like
listen.
I
I'll
feel like
listen.
this is almost organic, right? Like I feel like maybe
Mhm.
like I see 4-ish spots that tend to blend together, and we seem to be looking for 4 dogs. So I want to 3 dogs.
3
that-
dogs.
You know.
Oh no! Oh boy!
Maybe one of them had a baby. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Jayla. You want to?
What do you think, Cash?
So I've got. If anything, I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
So like I was like, well, given our proclivity for diving into some situations, I think I'd rather use the tools I have, and I'd like to use either whatever you decide, Nico, like the edge of my shield or the butt of the torch, and like sort of poke the.
Just give it a little poke.
Yeah, give a little poke.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Right.
Wait.
You can
Just wait. Just
I'll
wait.
say this is the last thing that's happening before the detect magic
Mhm.
goes off.
Yeah.
You touch it with the torch, the
Mhm.
bottom, not the fire end, obviously.
Yep.
But,
Yes, please.
And it just
TPK.
feels a little squishy. A little bit of moisture comes out of it, almost like if you were to like pop some seaweed, like some kelp or something.
Some moss, yeah.
Yeah, a little, but it looks just like water. It's not like
Okay.
blood or anything weird, and it doesn't like move. It doesn't like scurry away or anything. It's just
Coven
it looks like there's
looks up
some-
from his book over his glasses and looks at Alagos and goes, "Please don't drink that."
Cool. Yeah, that's literally all I do. Just like a light touch, and then it's like, brother dear, have you found your book yet?
Almost say, hold on one sec. Oh, and then he turns the book upside down and goes, "I think I found it."
yeah.
Oh,
You did.
Upset, like your handwriting. You can read your own handwriting.
Okay, so detect magic. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you, and you have it for 10 minutes, right?
I think the casting
Correct.
time was 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh yeah, the duration's 10. Yep.
The duration's 10
So
minutes,
yeah,
It's
30 feet around
concentration.
me, and I'll get a faint aura of anything that's magical, and I'll learn at School of Magic.
Do you lose the light?
I
know
no.
Because that's just like a
Neither are concentration.
I'm glad you
detect
lit that
magic-
torch.
So yeah.
Detect magic is concentration.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
Light is not. Okay, you're good. Detect magic is though.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that there. Gotcha.
Okay, cool. Oh, hey, someone came to visit the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, cat.
Mowgli, look at this camera.
Oh my, the fucking boy! Holy shit. My cat
Nico.
is asleep.
Nico,
What's up?
remember when your cat caught that bat, dude? Was it a bat
Yes.
or? Yeah, it was a bat.
Was that cat?
No, Mowgli
Okay.
does not catch bats. But yeah, Cleo caught lots of things. All right, Mowgli, time to let go, bud. I know you love. All right, man. So yeah, 30 feet in front of you, as you move around this room, you can detect a little bit of magic. You, in terms of what you see right here, 30 feet would be that rock, and basically the rocks.
Yes.
You don't. Man, I'm trying to think. It's not really. Nah, you don't get a blip. I mean, basically, so the way detect magic is like it basically just filters your vision, right? And you get like these auras. You basically see auras around things that are magical.
Mhm.
These things have like a little natural aura to them, just because they're like luminescent in a way, but they're not magical. Like they're just not. It's just an act of nature.
Okay.
Can
So
he-
the rocks are not glowing for you at all. And in terms of what you see within the 30 feet of where you're currently standing, nothing seems to be going on for you.
Okay.
Okay.
What did we find off the first guy that we killed in the cave? The shrouded guy. He had a coin or something on him, or
He had a
a
little
jewel?
rock, a little teal stone.
Teleport. Yeah, it's like a call telephone kind of stone.
It was a stone that had lost its enchantment, basically, from what you could tell, but it seemed like it was a stone that would be used for some type of like communication.
Okay.
And I think Everly has that. I guess you would see you'd see a little bit of a glow on Kashana's back with that new spicy
The glaive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, from where you're currently standing, you're not getting any blips.
Okay. Yeah, so Coven just finally finds the page and reads it for a second, and then looks up at the rocks. Are they rocks?
They're rocks. They're
Okay.
just straight rocks, big rocks. Not quite boulders, but big rocks.
Looks up at the rock and reads the passage, and he just yes, Wanderer, show the glow, and then just like a EMP pulse booms off his book, and then nothing happens. And he looks at Seraph behind him, and then over to his sister, and goes, "No magic here."
Well, we'll see what transpires in these next.
The boy
give or take
tried.
10 minutes.
Well, we can get to moving, and I'll let y'all know if I see anything.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll send it to Seraph and Everly. If either of you guys want to do anything before we let these dudes make any more movements, you guys haven't your characters haven't really progressed into the room yet. So if there's anything you guys want to take care of,
I'm sorry, I'm shy. You know, you guys talk so much. There's a couple of things I would love to do.
yeah, do it.
One of them is like investigate this like rock formation over here.
By the door,
If,
or
uh,
not the door. I guess the by the wall over there.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Are you?
do
Is
what
he
you
in the
think.
dark? Is he in the dark now? Is he
No,
outside of the?
dim lights.
Okay.
No, Kishana's glowing out with the torch a little bit.
Okay.
So it's investigation, perception.
Investigation, please. If you're specifically like, if you want to be looking over in that area, like you want to be, yeah, give me investigation.
Everybody's so bad at int. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you see basically just that this is a wall. The wall just continues from behind you across the water and to the other section of land there. I'll say just by proximity, regardless of the role, because you just are in this general area, I'll give you a little bit of sight here. You see this in the water, just because you're over there. But in terms of like anything specific, like nothing looks out of the ordinary to you. It just looks like this is the end here of what you guys are looking for.
Okay.
You don't see a whole lot. You see, and I'll tell you that that's just like down there is just like on this section of the wall. It looks like some of the same kind of plant material that was on the the same kind of plant material that was on the rocks that these guys were looking at. You see that in the water, like kind of attached to this wall area, which is also a rock wall. You just see some of these, just some speckled, like little bioluminescent plant life down there, and it's giving off a little bit of a glow. It's actually got this cool effect where it's like when you see a pool at night, and it's like the water inside refracts off things, and it has that like water ripple in the light on the walls. So like on the ceiling, you see this little bit of red light with some water ripple on it from that. But that's about it.
All right.
And Everly is just practicing her bardic jig. Um, she's got a performance in a couple of days, so
Gotcha.
she's just observing.
Nice.
You were working with the innkeeper back at the Cozy Nook, trying to
Yeah,
put something
yeah.
together. Yeah.
Put a contract. Yeah, yeah.
A gig, yeah.
Girls got to eat.
Um, all right. First of all, I want to relay that I found the same plant formations that they found on the rocks on this big rock, and there's another thing that I would like to do, and it's gonna sound super stupid, but I still want to try it. I want to come to this little rock, right? I want to get my water skin, and I want to drop some water on top of it and see if anything happens.
Like
Okay.
some fresh water.
Yeah.
Just from your water skin, you want to just
Yeah.
do a little bit of drips
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if that doesn't work, we'll use fire next. I like it. Let's go.
Okay, so you pull out your water skin and you do a delicate little pour. You tip it horizontal, and a couple drops come out and they fall onto one of these sections. And not a whole lot happens, but you do notice that it begins to glow a little bit more. Not a lot. It's not like a pew, like a huge, plume of light or anything, but it does brighten a little bit momentarily. I'd say like for each couple drops you do, it's like a good 5 or 6 seconds of a little bit more vibrant red light.
All right, guys. I think I have an idea. And stay with me.
By all means.
I'm listening.
I poked it with a stick.
I read a book and it didn't want to tell me anything.
I stared at the water.
Please.
If these formations are plants, and as I've seen with my pouring of water, they did a little bit of a glow, would move them to the water would have some effects on the other plants that are back at the rock formation at the wall.
Are those
One more time? You want us to see if somebody keep an eye on the ones over by the end?
No, just pick them up and put them on the water.
He's
Oh.
just suggesting to put the rocks in the water to see if anything happens.
I am good at pushing things into other places.
I
By all
suggested
means.
it. I'll do it.
It's
Which
true.
one
I've
shall I-
seen it.
So you guys want to
Yeah.
push one of them in, or
Yeah, I'll listen.
yeah, I like that. Yep.
I'll do
Okay.
whichever one Seraph wants. I'll do it if Seraph wants to keep an eye on reactions. I'll happily push a rock in of water.
All right, sure.
So which one do you want me on?
like, do you guys want to do this one? That's like right here.
I would say whichever one's closest, maybe. Are they all just right next to the?
They're all like right next to the water. It wouldn't be two. Two of you could probably, even one of you, if you really tried hard, it wouldn't be too bad.
Coven
Everyone
and
would like to
Cash, push a rock and make a splash.
I'll say
Everly,
That's our EP.
Go ahead, Everly.
I just like to get closer to the group. I'm curious about what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I
Once
wanna-
they're talking about it, like, how about, is that cool?
yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, let's do, so Sarah suggested it. Cash said she's super on board. So Cash, go ahead and do an athletics check with advantage. Oh,
that is
and Coven, you moved over there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll address that in a second.
that is a 17 plus 5.
Yeah, man, you.
22.
So Seraph suggests it, and Cash nods, and Seraph goes to put his arms, both hands on it, and Cash just looks at him and laughs a little bit and puts one foot up on it, and you just give it a bloop. Just
Yeah, my
kick.
my hands are full.
Yeah, just foot on it, kicks it in. So one of your rocks, the one right here.
Let me illuminate that for you.
Whoa, hey, what happened to the? There we go.
The fungus fell off. Whoa.
Sorry, I have things on like different layers. There we go.
I love it.
So yeah, it falls in, and as soon as it lands in the water, it gives that same brighter glow that you saw when you put your water skin on it. It does that, but it stays. It doesn't like stay for 5 seconds and then go away. It just glows more, and it sinks to the bottom, and you see the red sections of the rock are just illuminating a little bit more, and you see some red light at the bottom. You see more rocks down there now, because you've got some light down there in the middle, smaller, not as big as this one, but similar material, maybe some more granite rocks, just smaller ones. And that's it. Nothing really triggers, nothing really does anything. Just you definitely notice though that the plant areas of this glowed a little bit more.
Ooh.
Mm.
Maybe
Uh,
question.
So Coven moved over to. Or were you going to say something, Seraph?
I was gonna say, like, the question is, do we push all the others, or have we screwed ourselves by placing one in the water?
I would look in if the one that we pushed in is moving with the current at all. That's just one thing I want to check on before we.
No, the current in this section, I'd say right about here,
Mm-hmm.
and like all the way over to here. It's
Oh, because you said it flattens out. Okay.
It's stagnant water. There's not
On
really-
to like.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so Coven moves over. You've got your
Uh-oh.
detect magic flaring,
Yeah.
and that's a 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually pick up a ping once you start moving. You pick up a couple pings.
Oh.
You pick up a ping here. You pick up a ping here.
Okay.
And you pick up a ping here.
Okay.
And in terms of schools, man, I'd have to like sit here and read like schools of magic and specific things, but I'm trying to see how I could word it because I don't actually know what school it would be a part
What
of.
are the things that are glowing?
Basically, you see this ping and this ping looks like a patch, like a solid patch of the earth there is glowing. So there's like maybe like a 4-ish foot area, like a square probably area of the earth is glowing quite a bit.
Okay.
Two of them side by
Okay.
side, and then on the other side, the whole wall itself, from the water to the where you guys are standing and the side across, that whole wall glows like the same color that the earth areas were glowing. And I don't know a school. I don't have anything to drop on you, but I'll say that you would assume that they're connected, like there's something alike about those two areas. Magically, they're magically affected.
Okay. Kashana.
Hi.
Hang tight real quick. I gotta take care of something. Mowgli, I think he needs something, more water or food or something. So just give me a second, okay?
Oh, great.
I'll be right back.
I will take a quick bio too.
So was that a reaction to what we did? You guys think? Probably.
No.
He based that on me moving.
Oh, so it's based on your light.
No, it's based on my detect magic
For
spell.
magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So it follows
still-
you.
it's
That
still
your
on.
detect magic follows you in a radius. that
Yeah,
how that
for the
works?
next 10 minutes, yeah.
I see. I think those vines next to that, like over here.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should check those out, Coven.
It did ping over there.
I'm
It did-
within range of that, and it did not
Yeah.
ping.
So how do you know what the?
Wait, wait.
He pinged me there,
Oh, here, oh, here.
there, and
Right.
there, roughly.
Hmm.
Said the wall into mounds of like dirt.
So we just need to investigate like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have a shovel?
I don't think I do.
I have a crowbar.
But Nico did say like there's like some patches of that plant over there, so I don't think we need to dig anything.
I'll just
Hello? Does that mean? No.
I'll point my brave teammates in that direction.
I'll go with you. But we need to wait for God.
Yes.
Yeah, right. I thought for sure there was a kraken in that water.
A kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to take it out.
Too much Sea of Thieves, man.
Right.
Lord of the Rings, bro. Right outside the Mines of Moria. Same situation in a cave. Right outside a cave, but
It's a little cave.
Us level
Uh-huh.
2s were not gonna be able to do that.
he swam in this way as a little kraken.
Yeah.
Got big and fat down here.
No, Rel just pissed him off by throwing a rock in the water.
Yeah, Rel just threw a rock
Hmm.
at him.
Squished his baby.
Okay. Yeah. Homeboy got some food and water, and the door to the bathroom was closed, and he had to go potty. So, yeah.
Do we
Same.
You got those pings.
Do we have a JLo back?
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so
All my cameras are down. Give me one. Let me restart Roll20 real quick. All my the Wi-Fi in my house just went out.
You're good. You're good.
so Coven sees the auras start to pop up, and he just kind of like lightly and somewhat terrified just goes, "Guys, I think I might have found something. The Wanderer's speaking to me now. And Coven will point to those two pings to like the southwest of him and say, the Wanderer's saying that there's something magical coming from those mounds over there. If any of y'all
just-
brave folk wanna take a look at that, I'll keep it illuminated for you.
I'll go by his side, just put my hand on his shoulder. Like, let's just go.
By the way, while you guys have been hashing this out, I looked it up. This would be abjuration. That's the type of magic that you're checking out.
I wouldn't know anything about that, so
Yeah.
n-
It's
not
like
even-
here I can because
I mean,
Dustin
as a-
would know.
as a player would be nice, but as my character, it doesn't.
Abjuration spells are protective in nature, though some of them have aggressive uses. They create magical barriers, negative harmful effects, harm trespassers, or banish creatures to other planes of existence. Are some of the examples. Not to say that this patch of Earth is going to send you to hell or anything. I mean, if
Well-
it could, but
I mean, you say that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's what you guys get. And Coven
God
brings
damn it, I
forward.
was fucking muted again. So when Seraph touches my shoulder and says like let's do it, you and I just look at him and shake my head and say, the Wanderer says there's abjuration over there that could send me straight to hell. I'm gonna go ahead and say after you, my monk friend.
Oh, all right.
I watch after you. As long as I'm alive, the Wanderer watches over you.
I'll roll over
Right.
with Seraph.
Okay.
Be careful, sister.
Always, brother.
Okay, so you guys are over here, and you guys are just checking out the areas that he said. Are you heading over also, Coven?
No, I'm gonna shine the light right here.
Okay, all right.
Make sure they see
Yeah, so-
nice and good.
I'm still
Coven kinda-
shield and torch, I guess.
So Coven kind of points them out, and based on where you guys are standing, and Coven tells you, Coven's like, saying it's to the left, to the right. The one area that Coven saw,
Just hitting them with the warmer.
warmer code. One area that Coven saw is specifically that right there, and one of the other ones is right there. Okay, so, I will let. What do you want? What do you want to do while you're over there? What are you trying to just see what he saw, or
Yep.
see if there's anything
Yep.
going on specifically? Okay. I'll say, yeah. Seraph got over there, is checking it out, and then Cash moved over. I'll let Seraph. I'll let Seraph investigate this area with advantage. For advantage coming from Cash helping out.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the chat. Let me see.
Oh.
16. All right. So here,
I
We're
roll a
at things
16 and a 6, by the way.
gotcha. So yeah, you
Yep.
take the 16. Cool. So here and here, you see like square sized areas like he saw basically in with the detect magic. You guys obviously aren't seeing the same magical aura, but you can glean, okay, he said right over here, you move over and you go, oh yeah, look at that. And the ground in these two sections, one to your left and one to your right, about 5 feet away from you, the earth looks a little disturbed. It looks like the dirt is like at a different grade than the rest of the dirt. It looks like it had been placed there, moved there. And yeah, that's about all that you can see from it just at a glance without without doing anything to it or anything like that. It definitely looks like just about 5 foot areas, 1 and 2, one to your left, one to your right, that look a little sketchy, look a little different.
Okay.
That were determined to be magical by Coven.
I don't even want to touch it, but but I want to relay that. That seems like someone's been messing with the soil over here.
Mm-hmm. Cash has no such trepidations. I'll roll up, and if in whatever way it's like, I want to keep my torch lit,
Mm-hmm.
but like just kind of like spike it into the ground. I'll start like poking at the soil with my sword.
Okay.
Like, clearly something is happening here, and something is magical. I'll do my best.
Yeah. So you kind of spike your torch in the ground for a little bit of light. You move up to the one in front of you, and you start kind of just sword in the earth and like sifting it around, trying to see if there's anything. So I'll tell you that when your sword touches the earth and you start to move it a little bit, it feels like there's a different material just a little bit below the surface of the dirt, like a stone material. And are you just scraping, or are you applying a little bit of pressure? You want to like push, or you want to just like graze?
I think he DC.
Yeah, his
he
camera
might
went
have.
out.
It looked like he did.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. We can wait.
It sent him to hell. It just sent him to hell.
I want to poke that with my.
I told y'all.
Everly, entertain us with a ditty.
Where did Cash go? I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Beautiful.
Another bang, another one.
It feels like.
Yeah. So you, I was asking, are you just scraping, or are you poking a little bit? Like, are you applying a little bit of pressure, or?
Oh, pressure, baby.
Pressure. Gotcha. So when you push, you feel a different type of material. It feels like a stone, like a harder material than this dirt, earth that's on the surface. And when you push a little bit, you feel like it gives, like it almost pushes down, like it's like a plate, like a plate of some kind, like it's like a pressure plate, It moves a little bit, not a ton, but you can feel like there's some give to it, just with the pressure from your sword. You're probably applying a few pounds of force to it, and it does move a little bit. And when you push a little bit, the earth the earth on top of it just like kind of like drops a little bit, and then if you release the sword, it comes back up. Yeah, that's basically what you can tell.
Yep.
So I'll say,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and some of the earth looks a little bit different, and you see some patches where the earth cleared out from where you were like moving your sword through, and give you.
There he goes again.
Give you that.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
It's like the camera's black again, so I don't know if he's in the game or not.
Is that me again?
Yeah,
It's just your
Yeah.
camera, yeah.
Okay, if it's just your camera, it's fine.
Yeah, if it's a cam, it's not a big deal.
I thought he DC'd again.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so you see it's still got a little bit of dirt on it. It's not completely cleared off, but for the sake of what you know to be there, is this stone plate on the ground in front of you, about a 5-foot square.
Gotcha.
That seemed to move a little bit.
Yeah.
Can we see this or only Cash?
You're standing right next to him. I'll say that you.
Her.
you- yeah, sorry, standing right next to Cash, and you saw Cash do this, and you're like, oh, look at that, you know. So yeah, and then there's the other section to the right of that, but you haven't determined if that's the same thing or not, or but yeah, that's what you get.
I guess I'll do the same thing on the other patch.
Okay, with your like bow staff or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you scrape a little bit, you put a little pressure on it, and you get the same feel. It's just there's a little section there that's a tile kind of that's dropping a little bit when you put some pressure on it, moving. So it comes up, and you guys are looking like you found what Coven what showed up on Coven's blip, and it's these stone plates that were covered up with a little bit of earth.
Who wants to step on it?
Alagos isn't afraid.
I would. Maybe while I feel all of us are very capable of stepping and standing, these very fine rocks may also serve that purpose too.
I just wanted to make sure if they would do something with our weight, but we can just go get the rocks and put them
Sure.
on top of the blades. let's just go.
Should we check the last one out just to make sure?
Yeah. Make sure there's another pressure plate over there.
Yeah.
That looks the same and same color, same like respondents.
You talking about over on this side?
Like
Yeah, I'll move over here
My
and
last
check it out.
blip. That was the wall, though.
Yeah, Coven
Okay.
told you guys that that one was like the vertical wall. It
Oh,
was
okay,
Oh,
okay.
it was
good.
different than the two. It was different than the two parts on the ground.
But
it was that
Okay.
whole sheet of wall.
But I
between
am
them.
sensing that glow also says it may send you to hell.
when you read the abjuration section. Yeah. So do you guys want to go check that out, or do you just assume that they're related? And
no, I would assume it's related.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
assume it's a
Like
door.
Coven
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, how do you guys want to handle this? How do you guys want to go to hell?
I think that's.
baby.
I think Cash had a good idea. I think move the stones
Mhm.
over there, and since he suggested it, or she suggested. Yeah, I can't.
I'll
Yep.
I'll just stay in character voice all the time. I just won't say anything as J-Lo and will only be Kashana.
Sweet. So yeah, if you guys think that's the play, if you guys want to move some rocks around, I'll make you just make a couple. Give me a couple athletics checks. Are you all like chipping in? I guess if you're all chipping in and moving them around, I'm not gonna make you like.
I've got the soft skin on my hands. I don't want to do that. I might get a
Well-
blisty.
I mean, but it doesn't matter. Like it will eventually.
They're gonna move eventually.
They will
right?
get there eventually.
All right. So we'll say
My
Um,
nat 20 notwithstanding. they
I'll
get there.
illuminate the rocks for you.
yeah. So we'll say your detect magic drops as over the next 5 or 6 minutes while the crew moves a couple of these rocks over.
Okay.
We'll say that it's these ones as I just move these red thing.
It's fine.
Whoa! Oh, I did a bad thing. Fam. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What?
Holy cow.
What?
I screwed up there.
Roll 20, fun stuff.
Yeah, I actually moved I went to grab those and moved the entire map.
Well, that sounds like quite a predicament, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Put those up on this for Okay, so you guys see those now
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
on the thing. All right, sweet. So I have no way really of doing it with like tokens or anything because I didn't do it that way. I drew it. But when you guys put those rocks on, let's say you put one of them on first, and you hear when the whole weight of this rock hits this plate, you hear like a click, and nothing really happens, right? You guys are like, okay, let's do the next one. You move the next rock in, you push it on, and it sinks about 3-4 inches, just like the other one did, and you hear another click, and this section of the wall here, not, I don't know what type of gate it would be. I can't think of the word in my head, but it just goes like, and it just rises. It starts rising. It basically lifts off the ground and moves up into this like slotted section of the ceiling above it.
It's like a portcullis.
Yeah, it's like a portcullis. I was gonna say drawbridge, but it's not like that. It is. It's like a portcullis. You're right. And it rises up, and as it rises, it gets about a foot off, and you see coming through the bottom this super vibrant red light, extremely prevalent red glow, and
I think
it
this
also
wet
feels
rock.
it also feels like once it moves up at your ankles and across the whole room as you guys are standing, this wicked strong like gust of air enters the room, and it's so hot. Like I'm talking, it feels like you guys, like when you open the door to an oven to check on like your pizza in there, you get that blast. It's like, it's not so much like burning you, but it's like you cover parts of your face and stuff that you don't like, that it gets uncomfortable because it's so hot. And it's also stinky.
Ooh.
This gust of air comes into the room as this portcullis stone wall opens, and it's hot, stinky, and past that, as it rises more and more and more, you just see this red, super vibrant red glow.
I don't appreciate you talking about my pizza like that. Feeling attacked by this relatable content.
Yeah, so yeah, you basically see the entryway that seems to be going to another room, and there's just this crimson illumination coming from that area.
That's great. I'll pick up. I would like to pick my torch back up after my heavy rock moving episode.
Mm-hmm.
And move towards the stinky pizza smells.
Yeah, stinky pizza smells. Got it. So right about over here?
Yep.
Okay. Now, how are the rest of y'all feeling about this this occurrence?
I'm thinking I would go up and back to the wall like a cop in a really intense scene waiting to shoot around the corner.
Gotcha.
Everly's ready for some action, so she's behind Cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
And
feeling like that?
yep.
Yeah.
Just like that. Let's do
Okay.
this.
Now ping for me where you guys would like to move. Actually, you know what? I'll open up a little bit of sight for you just because you did get some more of that open. Just trying to see through the glow. Yeah, you'd get about... You get that. Okay. You guys pressing on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Coven, so as they ping to me where you guys would like to move, just in what you see, basically, like you want to move like right here.
Once they go through, I'll just be on the back.
Gotcha.
So do we feel like the further we move in, do we feel it getting warmer and warmer?
Once you pass the doorway, that same burst, it's not like increasing, it's just like whatever, when that wall opened, the separation was, substantial, and now that you've moved past where that like stone portcullis door was, that same temperature is just consistent. It's just consistently happening.
Okay.
All right, folks, give me a second to open up what y'all are taking a look at here.
Open up this pit.
What the fuck is going
on? I will die in a wall of death, dude.
Okay. 1 sec, fam. Time to do scary things with my friends. All right. Here we go. Now, tell me, because I'm actually curious what I allowed and what I didn't allow here for vision, just based on
pile of bones, a teepee,
Yeah.
This looks
a pyramid.
good.
A pyramid, yeah.
Okay.
Get at me with this.
In a tent?
Okay. So you guys want to, so this is what you see. Yeah. So basically from where you guys currently are standing, you see those things. And you know what? Yeah. Do you guys want to move up a little bit more forward, and this
I
is
would
basically
like you
what
to
you
move
see.
as far forward as is necessary to describe it for our audio listeners.
Gotcha. Let's move you guys in a little more. How's about there for you?
That looks lovely.
Okay. So let me do this then. Now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's Barbara.
All right, fam.
No.
Can one of you tell me what you see now that vision has been opened for the rest of the room?
Looks like there is a like a platform, tent with a campfire, bunch of bone, like a huge bone pile, and it looks like Martha, Barbara, and Jenny.
Sue? No.
Martha, Barbara.
Basil?
No, it wasn't Basil.
You officially are here to wrestle Basil, Cardamom,
and Esme. And it appears that there is some containers, some bowls with liquid. Looks like maybe fire, some green liquid, some light liquid, and some guy dressed in black with a scythe in one hand and a staff in the other, reigning over them.
All
Yeah.
right.
Very
So yeah, you guys enter this room, and it is completely lit from multiple sources. There, actually, did I open this up for you guys? Nope. There you go. So to your right is more of this stagnant section of the river, and in it is a ton of this bioluminescent algae kind of material that you saw in the previous room. There's a lot more of it, and it's so bright. It illuminates this entire room. So in terms of like dark vision and stuff like that, you guys, it's not dark in here. It's very bright. It's still extremely hot, and just just west of where this little stagnant section of the river is what looks like a tent and a campfire. And then at the southwestern side of the room looks like this pie. It looks a lot. So like that was the only token I could find for it. It's not that large. It's probably like, it's a pile of bones. That's maybe like a 7 or 8 foot radius, maybe 5 feet tall. Just kind of
Sure.
mound of them. It's not like an incredibly large. And
But it is
then,
like all bones, though.
yeah,
That's
And
a lot
then-
of bones.
the north and
Yeah.
the northwestern side of the room, you see a square stone structure takes up the corner of the room. Bricks of shimmering black material rise up in tiers. On the top of the 6th tier, the structure plateaus where you see a humanoid back to you all, tall with long black robes. His arms are outstretched and he has his head cocked back. He seems to just be breathing heavily in place. To his left, you see 2 medium-sized dogs, conscious, seemingly unharmed, but scared and bound together in a chain. At his right is a singular dog, same state as the others, but bound to a chain by himself. In front of the humanoid, you see what looks like 3 large iron cauldrons with various colors of steam pouring out of them. All that being said, the most unsettling thing by far is this massive red portal looming over the entire room against the farthest wall behind the pyramid. It dwarfs the structure before it and easily stands 60 feet tall, spanning the room from floor to ceiling. It seems to be hovering a foot or two above the ground and looks like a massive deep red swirling rift torn in thin air. The chains that restrain the dogs are taut and seem to both travel into the portal.
And that is above the ground.
The portal is not touching anything. It is completely suspended. In thin air. About a foot or two. You kind of can't really see. You can't really see the ground behind that like pyramid-looking structure. It's not really a pyramid, but it's basically just steps in 4 that go in like all directions, leading up to like a plateau. And behind that is just this floating, and it looks circular. That's the token that I used, but it's like just a circular tear, with like a swirling. Here only a couple of you will get this, but you know that Vanique shit, that cordial.
Yeah.
The red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you swirl that shit around.
Yep.
It looks like that.
Nice.
Slick.
Like a ton of that. It's just this like, and to the people that don't know what that is, it's like a liquid that's red, like a crimson bright red that has like a metallic like swirl in it almost. That's moving. It's like a moving metallic swirl. And that's the state of things. You guys approach. This humanoid is back to arms outstretched, head cocked back, just taking deep breaths. The dogs, 2 to the left and 1 to the right, notice people come through, and they hit some whimpers. You see some tail wagging, like they're just seeing new people approach. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, puppies.
Well, I suggest that everybody else has been pretty cautious besides me up to this point, but I think seeing the way things look right now, I think we take an advantage to actually sneak attack. Like, I don't think we discuss. He's got the dogs. It's a bad situation. That's my suggestion, is that we actually try to get a sneak attack with his back to us.
I'm down to try that.
Yeah.
Well, I am amicable to that situation. Let me just put out my torch.
Yeah.
I do.
Coven and Cash are not quite good at the stealth routine, but let me close my book up. I turn off the light.
So, let me ask
I'm
you
good.
this,
Yeah.
because I don't understand. So we're not technically in combat yet. We have no initiative.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work when we are beginning an attack on somebody instead of being surprised and having attacks, having the fight start on us? Is there a difference? Like, can we attack him first before?
If he doesn't notice.
If you are
yeah.
able to surprise him, we will
Yeah.
get a surprise round.
It's our
Right.
stealth check against his passive perception.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yes.
so I think the short version is we can try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say I'll say as you guys enter the room, you guys quietly discuss you want to get the jump on him, and you approach this area. You hear a voice boom out through the room, and it echoes around the walls, and it seems to be coming from the humanoid, and he says, "Quite the entry." And he says, "It seems you've made it this far. I hope you didn't think you were going to surprise me. I've known of your presence for quite a while. You've stumbled upon me in my work, and unfortunately I have to halt my procedures, but I will commence soon once you have been dispatched." And he will turn and he will look at you guys and take a step down, and he'll put his hands at his side, and he'll just look at you guys. And you see him now. He's pretty tall, black robe. He's got his face covered up with like a little cloth, and he stands there. And the dogs kind of sit up, and they're looking down at you guys, and he's not really doing anything quite yet, but he seems to be aware that you guys have entered the room. Obviously.
Hello.
Here- he will say, "Greetings. Is there something you're here to do? What brings you into this cave? My communications with my guard at the front were broken, so I assume that you took care of him. I do not appreciate that by any means."
No, I think he might have fell asleep because I didn't see no one coming in here. I'm just looking for my puppies, Shelly, Barbara, and Margaret. My friend
He
was looking.
fell asleep.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's why he went blind to me. I have a way of.
Oh, he's a blind
seeing
man. I'm kind of blind without my glasses.
You really can't find good help these days. That's probably
Right?
Are those your dogs?
No, these are not my beasts. These
Well-
are experiments that I am conducting. They
Oh,
are
no.
needed. They belong to me now. And are these things you're interested in? Are these creatures something that you're here for? And he walks over and he puts his hand on the dogs, on the two to his right.
Oh, Shelly, Barbara, Margaret, you gonna be okay, bro?
What?
So he said he puts his hand on the dogs and says, "These are you interested in these beasts? Is that why you're here?"
Quick,
Yeah.
someone I'm claiming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she said. Them's our puppies.
Can I?
Puppies. Interesting. What do you want to do, Seraph?
I want to like slowly go around the tent like stealthily, see if I can get the drop on him.
Oh, if you're doing that, I will be even louder and move the opposite direction.
So you want to move?
I'm
this way
following
a
with
little
sister,
bit,
and
you wanna
we're
move
just
this way a little
swinging
bit.
arms in the
Yeah,
air,
yeah.
popping
And
off.
I
Yeah.
and
Okay,
I
so
yep.
as you guys start to approach, he says, "Ooh, it seems that these are what you're looking for. Well, they are not for you. They belong to me. I need them. Are you sure? Are you sure this is what you're looking for, or is it more something like this?" And he snaps his fingers, and you hear a low growl. You hear like a low, like a growl, like it would sound like one of the dogs was growling up on the pedestal there, but they're not.
Oh, God.
And you see another you see a dog-like creature move out from behind the bone pile, and it's not reflected in the token, but this creature looks similar to the dogs up on the plateau there, but this dog is ratty. It's a little bit bigger, and it's snarling with two mouths because it has two heads. There is a two-headed dog that is snarling at you guys, that is approaching from behind the bone pile. And yeah, there you go. And the man says, is this something more to your liking? This is something that I've done myself. It's what I hope to be doing with these ones here. My master has commanded so I will do this. Are you trying to stop this from happening?
Hell yeah!
Well then.
Now you
Before
see.
this-
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Before this gets too out of hand,
Yeah.
I really would like to get a little bit closer to this humanoid, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Here.
I think you can move yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Woo! Woo!
Excuse me.
It is never not funny when we move too fast.
I have to just. Oh no! What is that? Oh, I just drew.
Oh.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that. All right, thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
Dog deleted. Whoop.
Okay, let's get a little bit closer.
Okay. I figure Covenant Cash would probably flank the distance with Everly and not let her go alone.
Right. Yeah.
I appreciate
Alagos.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alagos.
yeah, I also want to move, but
Okay, so you guys all start moving. He presents this creature, this two-headed dog that's snarling at you guys, and he kind of mocks y'all a little bit, and you guys start to approach.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll accept. Well, no, Seraph is sneaking.
You sneaky
I was,
boy.
I was I was trying to sneak, but
Yeah, so he says reasoning does not seem to be in the cards, and
Yeah.
he raises his hand and is going to cast a spell at Seraph. And I guess he'll do this, and then we'll roll initiative.
okay.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Saving throw.
To be fair, Seraph did say they were trying to move 10 minutes ago. Was trying to
Yeah,
sneak
well,
around the tent.
I mean, I don't like I know that, but I kind of
Mhm.
wanted to like debunk the whole sneaking situation.
Sure.
Like, it's not a
Okay.
sneakable thing. There's
Okay.
absolutely no way. He sees
Cool.
every single person in the room, and
That's fair.
he's addressing
Okay.
you as a group. If you'd like, it looked like you just hunched down and started like moving slowly around, and he's just like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I
I
mean?
just wanted to address that because
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah. Hold on, I can't see your roll for some reason.
Oh no.
I rolled a 23.
Yeah, so he outstretches his hand, and this like red flaring energy kind of like pulses out from his hand, and it strikes, it just kind of flares over your head and fizzles on the dirt behind you. And everyone can roll initiative, please.
You sure we weren't just a little bit closer? Oh no, I'm good. Never mind.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. I gotta hold on, let me look at my commands. I forget them every single time.
Yeah, let me know when you want. Do you? We'll just wait. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing my rolls.
That's okay.
Okay. So let me see. Alagos got a 22. Everly got a 5. Seraph got, yours is the 17 there.
17, yeah.
Okay. Can I add a turn for all of you guys? Yup. Sweet. What did you Dustin and Jayla get?
I got a 19.
I got a 16 minus 1, 15.
Okay.
Sorry, I said I would do it in character voice. I got a 16 minus 1, 15 for Chagirl Kashana.
Thank you very much.
And much obliged.
Let me throw my boys up. Ooh, this is weird. It's like, oh, there we go. Let me move a couple things around.
I like that the token looks very Babadookish.
The Babadook.
The Babadook.
I didn't like that movie.
I
think it
have
was that
not
good.
seen it.
Cash was that. Then 6, 5.
Whoa, the fucking portal's in the order? Shit. Damn!
Oh no!
Fuck!
We're gonna have to fight a real demon this
Damn.
Oh golly.
Damn!
All right.
I'll tell you what.
That is the turn order. That all looks like it tracks, right? I think that makes sense. I
mean-
know you guys can't see what I rolled, but yeah. All right, sweet. So, the robed figure casted a spell towards Seraph's direction. It went over his head and hit the ground. And as soon as that action was made, you heard metal rattling. The chains on the dogs start to move, and it doesn't look like the dogs aren't moving around. So it's not like the dogs frantically moving around. It seems like the chains themselves, which were taut, start to move. And
No.
No. Shelly,
Chili Baba Maga.
the chains themselves
get bigger.
start to move back a little bit. Whoa, did they actually get bigger?
Yeah, they got a lot bigger.
Why did that happen?
Looks sweet like that. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll leave it.
Right?
I don't care. Don't care. All right.
Urgot Ultimate.
Yeah. so you guys all see those chains start to pull into the portal. It seems.
Oh, damn.
All right.
All right, we have to.
Alagos.
Yeah, we have to stop this. Okay, so because he took a shot at my friend, I will take a shot back, and I will cast Ray of Frost on him. So he is. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, you can. So yeah, you can move. You can move first, or you can act first, or you can take the steps of your turn in any order that you would
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I don't want to move. I just want to cast right where I'm at and hit
Okay.
him. Hit him with a Ray of Frost.
How does the spell work? Is it a save I have to make?
Let's see. Well,
Oops, I was trying to get rid of those and not do that.
just says it's an at-will cast, 1d8.
There's a thing in there. There's a thing to the
plus 4.
on the right side of there. It says either. Here, I'll look at it in a second.
It's under the hit DC section.
Yeah, hit
Yeah.
DC plus 4. Yep.
Okay, so you're just rolling to hit then. My bad. I thought
Yeah.
for some reason it was one of the ones that was a save I had to make. If you're gonna do it it's a 30-foot cone. Is that what it is?
No, it's
No,
a
Ray of Frost
60-foot range.
Yeah.
Just a
Gotcha.
beam.
Just a beam. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fine. Yeah, man. Did you roll it?
No. Does it get any modifiers on it?
It's that +4 to hit. Yeah, it's the
Okay,
your
okay.
spellcasting
So it's
modifier.
1d. Yeah, so it's 1d20 plus 4. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I rolled pathetically. I rolled a 8.
Yeah, so you raise your hand in retaliation at the robed figure, and you shoot a ray of frost at him, and he kind of like nimbly ducks out of the way, and it hits one of the black material steps to his side, and doesn't connect.
Okay, then I will quickly, for my move, I will scurry behind Seraph for protection.
It's gonna take a 5-footer. It's a little 5-footer movement up. Okay, fair enough. Are you gonna do anything else?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, Coven.
Coven is palpitating over this whole fucking deal. He looks around, sees the teepee, and makes a mad dash for it, and gets to the opening of the teepee, and yeah, it's 30 feet.
I'm just checking, okay? It looked far away. I can't hit this motherfucker, but you can get way over there. I'm just checking.
And
Them fucking diagonals, man.
yeah. And Coven looks at this dude and says, if it's furry and it's got a butt and a belly, it's gonna get my scritches. Time to save the day. Grey Wanderer's blessings. And then it casts Sacred Flame down on him.
Okay. And I have to make
A deck save.
DC.
Deck save, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
14? 15?
12.
Yeah. So you actually cast your spell. You send it. It's like a. Tell me what it looks like for like the spell itself.
Oh, that is straight up white burning fires from the sky dropping down on this guy.
Yeah. Okay. It's just Yeah, and the ceilings in this room, mind you, are fairly tall. They're like 60 feet tall. So in the darker sections of the ceiling, there a little bit of white light opens up and shoots down at this guy, and it misses, man. It goes a little bit. It goes a little bit. You said it was a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it misses him by like a foot. It's wicked close. It grazes his robe. He kind of moves out of the way a little bit and looks over at you.
Oh dang.
Is that the space? Is that like when you hold space and then?
No, it's actually right clicking.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That's gonna be his movement.
Oh my
His
God.
draw.
But then I can let go and it's all gone. It's great.
Very nice.
For those of us listening at home, JLo once again is fucking around in roll 20.
It's fine. It's great. Every heart you mind you, like every heart you draw, I can't like in good conscience get rid of it. So not to say
Sorry.
like cover it in hearts, but like man, I like them. Anything else for you, Kevin?
That'll do.
Whoa. All right, Sarah.
Just a quick question.
Sure.
Do other people talk while on someone else's turn? Is that allowed?
I think if you're not like going back and forth, like I think you can say something and someone can reply with like free
Okay.
actions and things like that. But I'm not gonna let like, because the idea is it happens in 6 seconds. So like if there's something that you want to relay like quickly, I won't let you have like a full blown conversation. But I'm not gonna. Yeah, you can talk.
Okay. I just want to yell to Kashana, caster or chains.
One more time.
Caster or chains.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll go for the chains.
All right. I'm gonna try and move. I mean, I could even move to this guy if I really wanted, but I'll go here.
Okay.
Because I do have 40 feet of. Okay. Roll 20. And I wanna.
well- I take it back. Go for the chains.
Wait, what? You said caster?
I will take care of the caster.
Okay, so I'm going for the chains then.
Okay.
I want to try and attack these chains and see if something
Sure.
happens.
And you're just gonna make a regular attack on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
$14.
Somebody's getting
Okay.
a snack on.
A 14 definitely hits the chain. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
You changed me, caster. I'm sorry.
I think I misspoke earlier, so I wanted to be clear.
I'm so sorry. It's like a middle of battle. Like there's not much time to talk.
Oh, it's all fucked up. Yeah.
Okay. So you rolled a 14 to hit, and then you rolled 7 on your damage.
Correct.
Yeah. So you take your bow staff and you stick it between one of the chain links, and you start to kind of like twist it. And you hear the chain like it starts to screech a little bit. And you can see some of the links. You can see some of the links start to spread. But nothing has given and it's not breaking, but you can definitely tell that you're affecting it just with your sheer power. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. I mean, as Fluff, gonna keep trying with my
With
my bow staff.
turning
Yeah,
the
turning my
staff.
staff.
Okay. And that's
But
just,
it
you're
would-
going to be using a bonus action to attack, basically.
Yeah, it would be the bonus action with unarmed strike.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just putting a little more oomph on it with your forearm or whatever. So I'll allow that.
That is a 10.
Okay, so you feel the chain start to like hit a point where it's like it's tight, and you're cranking like just about as hard as you can, but you feel like you're just about there. It feels like if you gave it a little bit more, it would snap, and I will let you roll damage on it.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting that. I rolled a
Okay.
6 for damage.
So you've gone around a couple times with the bow staff, and you've heard the chain creak, and you see the link start to separate, and it gets so tight, and you feel like it's about to just like snap back at you, like it's about to just pinwheel back, you know. But you give it a little more crank, and it snaps.
All right.
And right in the middle of it, where you're standing, the chain breaks, and the singular dog to your left now is free. The chain seems like now that you've dealt with it and it actually falls. The taut, you see part of the chain just launches back into the portal, and then the other section that broke falls to the ground, but it falls super heavy and it lands right on the ground, and it's like this chain is heavy shit. So the dog may not be like moving. It might be, stuck there because the chain's still on it, but it's not being pulled as you saw. So hell yeah, good job there. Anything
Okay.
else for you?
That's me. That's my
All right.
turn. Thank you.
Yeah. Good
Send
shit.
it back
Good
for
shit.
Margaret, one of them.
And for the record, that is Margaret.
Margaret, let's go.
Margaret.
You'll get
And
the pets later.
she was like kind of like backing up, doing the backup, and now she sits, tail wags.
Yeah, good Margaret.
Yeah. Mind you, also keep in mind it is so fucking hot in this room. Like I'm gonna say, like in canon, like it felt like the oven door opening, but like it's probably like 115, 120 degrees in here.
Shoot dang.
Ooh.
Some Bikram yoga.
Oh, and Seraph, as you approached, it's way hotter over here. Like it's
Near the steaming cauldrons.
near the demon portal.
I'll say as you approached the portal, it got much hotter.
Mm.
But yeah, the cauldrons too would probably be hot as well because they're steamy. All right, good job, Seraph. That was fucking rad. Congrats, Kashana.
Gimme, let me at him.
Dude, yeah, go up on him. I'll
Yes.
let you move right up.
Can I do that?
I think you can. Yeah, you got to select move at the top there.
I
Yeah.
would think.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Whoa. Step on him.
I've got it. Well, that's the full movement is to step on him, and I'm gonna use. Sorry. Well, now that I have seen my compatriot physically break one of these chains, I will, in lieu of parlay, I will charge this caster friend full force, and I will tackle him to the ground.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I would like to, while I do still have, both a sword and a shield and a demonic glaive, I will forego those for the time being and tackle the fuck out of this man.
Okay.
That's my sister.
So do we want to handle that as like a grapple contest?
Yeah. Well, I would like to. So yeah, usually it's a melee attack to try to hit him.
Yeah.
And then a strength contest for the grapple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I will just use my strength for the attack roll. That is a 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay. So the attack definitely hits.
All right, and then I would like to grapple this man to the ground.
Okay.
And I have my athletics is plus 5. That is a 15 plus 5, non-natural 20.
Yeah, this dude, this guy does not expect it. This guy this guy believes that he has substantial magical prowess, and he is looking at the other people approaching and doing things, and he looks over his shoulder because he hears like a and he looks over and just gets Kimbo sliced. Wind knocked out of him. You are
Kashana sliced.
yeah. So yeah, I successfully grappled. And
Yeah.
So with the attack, I mean, you gonna how do you without a weapon? Is that just like an unarmed tackle kind of thing?
I would say so. Yeah. So that would be a D4 plus strength, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it says on your D&D Beyond sheet, unarmed. Yes. Wait,
Yeah.
it's just
It's just strength, right?
I think it's just a 4. Is it just a 4 plus strength plus? I think it says. I don't know if it says D4.
Well, I'm in the
But-
wrong part of my character sheet. One moment.
Yeah, if you go to attack, under your attacks, unarmed strike, hit plus 5, but the damage is just a 4. I think it's 1 plus your strength. So I think
Sure.
you get the 1 plus your strength. So I think
Yeah.
you do 4 damage to him.
I will do 4 damage to him.
Okay.
And I would like to, to the best of my effort, keep him right the fuck where he is.
Okay.
Nice.
So he takes 4 damage and is grappled by Kashana. All right, folks. That's going to be it for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This 2-headed monstrosity looking dog type deal is going to snarlingly approach you as you just jumped on Home Bizzle, and is going to go for a bite. He's going to try and bite you.
Sure.
Let me change over to that guy.
Oh no, I don't have my shield on.
Yeah, you went for homie and grappled onto him.
Mhm.
Wait a sec. That's not how. Oh, sorry. I did screwed up my command there.
So without a shield, my AC is 16.
Okay. So this dog, it sees you run and it kind of like moves at the same, like it's tracking you, like where are you going, and you tackle this guy. And as soon as you land on him and get in, the dog lunges out and it catches your ankle, a part of your armor doesn't connect. And it gets a bite. It gets a bite in on your ankle.
Oh,
And it does. It does. Sorry. It does 6 damage to you.
Whoa!
And can I have you make a con save for me, please?
Mhm.
2 heads.
That is a 16 plus 4, 20.
Okay. So the dog bites onto you and you take a good amount of damage just from the sheer bite of the dog.
I'll say.
Yeah. And then it spins around because it was at your side. And it spins around so that it's like right. Let me see if I can do this easily. I'm gonna have to move it and then adjust it. So it's like at your ankles, and the other head bites onto your other ankle, or it's going to try to.
Ow.
Yeah. Okay. And I know your AC. So the other one tries to follow suit to the left head, and the right head goes in at your ankle, but it gets an armored section of one of your boots there, and it grabs onto metal and kind of shakes it a little bit. You don't actually take damage from the bullet. But yeah, that'll do that. That'll do it for that guy.
Great. This man.
Yeah. He is going to. Let's see. And to break grapple, it's I can make it either an athletics or an acrobatics check, I believe.
As an action.
Right. Let me look up one thing. Yeah, okay. So he's going to you tackle him and he's going to put his hand out and he's going to press it to your forehead
Mm-hmm.
and you can make a let me see. Man, I wish I had a better way of holding these up. I have to keep switching between a couple different things. This is when I wish the DM screen would be so nice. The computer screen should be better, but it's not. I have too much to bounce between. Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, that's not my strong point. That is a 8 plus 1. 9.
Okay. He places his hand on your forehead and he says, "Drop me." And you do
Damn.
so. You let go. You completely let go, and you stand up and look down like you don't know what this guy's doing, why you did that basically. Let me see. Yeah, this is a wall of text. I'm going to bring this forward so that I can get something answered if I have a question about it. He casts command on you. And
One word.
His command was to drop you.
Yep.
And that's not ongoing. It's not like a mind control. He doesn't get to just keep spitting out commands. He's just telling you to do something right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Yep.
Target drops whatever is holding and ends its turn.
Yep. And then he is going to try and move away. And I believe that he would take opportunity attack, but he's for sure going to try and move away.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to move. Yeah, he's going to move. He's going to tell you to drop him. You're going to drop him, and then he's going to pull himself together, and he's going to head out down the pyramid, and he's going to head towards the bone pile, right about to here.
Gotcha.
And you can make an opportunity attack on him.
I would love to.
Yeah.
As long as I can do it with my sword, I feel like that's part of the reaction is to pull it out.
Sure.
Yeah. That is a 17 plus 5.
Yeah, that hits on his way out.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3. Yes, because I'm probably only would do it one-handed. That is 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, so he places his hand on your forehead and he says,
Boom.
"Drop," and your arms fall to your side and he starts to get a move on, and as you're like, what the hell just happened, you see him start to move and you try and move your arms again and you've got full agency and you grab your sword and you slash him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just he grits through it and he stumbles forward off the steps and down past towards the bone pile, and he turns to look at you again, and he's going to stop there.
Come back.
I wasn't done playing.
I thought we were taking turns. Drop, come back.
Yeah. All right, and it is now Everly's turn.
Okay, so Everly has been observing, and even though she loves two-headed doggos because it makes them twice as cute.
Twice the kisses.
Also, mind you, so like this dog, like it looks like a regular dog, and it has one head in like the center. It's not like on each head on each shoulder, and then on like its right shoulder is this like heavily scarred section of flesh, and there's just another head protruding. So it's almost like there's a center head and then one to the right of it. kind of like that. Not that that changes anything, but I'm just for a visual.
Okay. So, Everly would like to move a little bit closer to this thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. And what are you gonna want to do?
Actually, I gotta move one thing closer.
Yep. Probably just that
so-
one square to the left.
Yeah.
Like this one.
This one. That one.
Mhm.
Okay. And she pulls out her rapier and wants to slash something up.
All right. Go ahead and make a rapier attack against this two-headed dog.
Oof.
She rolls a
Ooh,
25.
The gnat.
Oh
The nat 20.
All right. Okay.
Our
Nat
bard's
20.
back.
Rad.
Good
yeah.
night,
So
motherfucker.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
yeah. So that doesn't hit. I'm sorry. No.
Like, excuse?
so dagger damage is what, a D4 plus your-
Rapier.
It's a rapier.
Oh, yeah.
It's a D8.
So you would roll two
Plus
D8, right? Isn't that how the
Mhm.
crit works
Yeah.
for that?
That's
Yeah.
how crits work, yeah. Double the dice.
So it's
Double the
2D8,
dice.
you said?
Yep.
Okay. Plus 3?
Yeah, at the end. You wouldn't add +3 to both dice, right? I believe it's
Mhm.
just
Yep.
It's just
yeah.
one
Dice twice, modifier once.
Okay. Is that right? I'm having Alagos
So-
check this.
I would do yeah,
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
So it's
Two-
2D8.
+3 would
plus
be the
3.
command for it.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
And I roll a 6.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you kind of give a does Everly give like a battle cry, like she's into it, like it's a critical strike. I mean, you approach, you see this dog latch on to Kashana, bite at her ankles, and do a good amount of damage, and you run up with your rapier in hand.
Oh, no.
And yeah, do you just poke it in the back or in the side, or
Can I like,
yeah, tell me.
okay. So I first say, I'm gonna slash your ass. I'm gonna slash your ass.
Oh, you're going to sing it.
Yeah.
Get him.
And that's
She's
what I
in it.
do to his ass.
Slash his ass.
You're supposed to,
You
Just
just
slash his
you're
ass.
supposed to
You just-
scratch his ass. Not
you just rape it. You just shove the rapier in
A
there.
rapier.
right there.
Damn.
That's savage.
All right.
It's,
So you
it's sing-songy.
yeah, I'm into it.
I mean,
Damn.
Sweet. So you rapier the booty.
Ooh.
Concept album.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's everyone. Everyone's gone. Back to the front of the initiative here. And y'all hear a and that chain moves a notch back on the two dogs to the left, and the one on this side is just completely.
Shelly and Barbara.
So yeah, Shelly and Barbara.
Margaret's
just
fine.
Their claws are on this black stone material on the steps, and they just go down a couple steps and get pulled a little closer to this portal.
The portal is on the ground, or
It's floating a little bit above
okay,
the
floating.
ground.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Not the dogs aren't floating. It's just like a chain connected to. And the chain kind of is like 15 feet up in the portal, just like moving through it.
Mm.
Yep. Okay. Alagos.
All right, perfect. So after my failed attempt with my Ray of Frost, I look at Seraph and I just give him a nod, like I'm with him. I understand what he's doing in this situation, so I take my move and I move. It's 30, right? Let's see. Okay, 30. And I will move in. Is this elevated? Like
It
how does
is, so there is cover involved. I'd say if you the best like cover. You know what? I actually have an idea. I wanted to look at something on your sheet. What the hell is that thing called?
Oh, you're talking about my flying up in the air.
Not levitate, but the other one.
Yeah.
The one
It's
that's a reaction or whatever.
It's a bonus
It's
action.
a bonus action.
So you could
Tempestuous magic.
you could add 10 feet, spending your bonus action
Okay.
to fly up
Yep.
to get to lose cut, so the cover wouldn't be affecting you,
Okay.
or more to either side. So like if you moved here,
Mm-hmm.
you could move like more over, or if you moved like there, you could go up 10 feet, and
Yeah.
that would be efficient. That would be enough so that you could see it clearly.
Okay. I'm gonna do exactly that.
Okay.
So I move up in this direction and I fly up into the air, and I kind of nod towards Seraph, and I cast Ray of Frost at the chain, middle part of the chain, kind of in that area,
Yep.
that section right there. Okay.
I gave you some wings so that we know you're in
Beautiful.
flight.
Beautiful. All right.
So yeah, roll to. All right.
I
So
rolled a
you-
15.
You definitely connect this ray with the middle of the chain links. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Okay. Is it? Damn it. Never mind.
Is it just 1d8?
I think so.
Mhm. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So yeah, you float up a little bit in the air. So yeah, you rush forward. You rush past the little scuffle to your left. You realize that the dog situation is pretty dire as the chains pull them closer to the to this portal, and you run up to the base of these steps, and you can't quite, you see the portal looming over, but you can't quite see the chain, and then you put your hands out and a gust of wind travels underneath your feet, and you kind of just shoot up into the air a little bit, and you just line up a Ray of Frost, and it connects in the middle of this chain, and about 4 or 5 of the links start to get this brittle ice growing on them, and it whines, it shrieks and whines a little bit as you hit it, and you deal 2 damage to the chains. They definitely you hear it. You hear the effect that you made on them, but it hasn't broken yet.
Okay. So it says on a hit, its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn. Is that relevant in this?
Yeah, that's super
okay.
relevant.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, that if not breaking the chains, you will know now that it's not going to progress until after your turn.
Perfect. That was the goal.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Good idea.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think with that movement, I'm not going to let you hang 10 feet in the air past your turn. So we'll drop you back down.
Okay.
But yeah,
Choo-choo.
cool. Coven,
Mr. DM,
what's good?
what would it cost me an action to peruse what's in this tent?
Absolutely would.
Okay, I'll pass on that. Coven is going to run up next to Margaret,
Okay.
and he's going to cast a sacred flame down on the frosty chain.
Okay. And just yeah, so sacred flame isn't like legitimate fire, it's like a radiant fire, so it wouldn't like
Melt the ice.
right. Or you could say you're doing like a
It's
heat,
the
like a heat in a
it's the fire of divinity.
yeah. Man, so I have to make a dexterity check as a chain.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, you hit the chain.
Okay. Cool.
Weird.
And it does 4 radiant damage.
Rad. Okay, so the same beam of white light opens up above this chain, and it comes down on this frozen section, and you the chain kind of like the taut chain goes like that quite a bit, and those brittle sections in the middle start to look a little more rough, and they bend and bend, and yeah, how much damage did you deal? 4? Okay. Yeah, they're looking like it's definitely looks like this chain is being it's pliable, like you're bending it, and the damage is being taken, but it hasn't broken yet.
Okay. I can't bonus action do anything like try to wiggle this chain off Margaret, can
I? Man, I'll let you.
Scratch her ear.
That's fine. If you want to try and work this chain off, I'll say if you're doing it like super quick, make like an intelligence check for me. Or no, sorry, do a dexterity rather.
Oh, okay. That is an 18.
Yeah, you work this.
Damn.
You kind of quickly, you're looking up, like there's shit flying around, dogs barking, blood flying, and
Yeah, like
you
Coven
look down at Margaret, and
Coven kneels down to Margaret. He opens his book up as Sacred Flame flies out through the air towards the chain, and while that's going on, he's just looking at Margaret, and he gives her a little butt scratch and goes, "You said your butt." And then,
yeah,
and then whips
like,
the chain off her.
Yeah, really quickly, you kind of like pull some of her legs, you pull her legs through some of the like the links that she's caught in, and loop it past her head, and drop it to the ground, and she's free.
Yes.
Yes.
Margaret's free.
Margaret, let's fucking go. Roll initiative, Margaret.
Stay your butt.
Love that. All right,
That's her turn.
That shit's
Good
good.
All right, Sarah.
Good job, guys.
Is
And
it
girls.
my turn?
This is pretty clean.
Confirmed 1 dog butt.
One butt safe to be scritched.
All right. I see these two have the other chain under control. I want to go for the Babadook. That would be-
Okay.
I'm getting ate by this dog. I'm getting ate up.
This dog ate me.
Like, I'm
tried.
sturdy,
I tried,
but
Cash.
rather I am sturdy, but I am getting ate up.
Girl power.
The girls are just battling the two-headed dog.
Yeah, 2 heads, 2 girls. We got this.
Yeah, go ahead, and you're attacking this dude.
Yep,
staff.
normal attack. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh!
Yeah, so he escaped.
Natural
Crit fail.
one.
Crit fail.
Yeah, he escaped from Kishana's grasp and ran over here after taking her sword to the back, and he's like super vigilant, and he hears you running from over the stairs, and he sees you approaching and dodge. He kind of like ducks towards the bone pile as you approach, and definitely does not get hit by your bow staff attack.
But what about the other like 5 that a monk has?
yeah. What's good with the rest of your turn, sir?
You know what? I have 2 key points available. I'll just fill them full of punches. You know, just for a fury of blows.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
lay it on.
Hit him with a Byakugan, Seraph. Byakugan. Byakugan.
This is not going great. I just rolled a 5, so modified 10.
Okay, so yeah, you whiff with the bow staff. He ducks out of the way, and you go to bring your fist down on him, and he kind of rolls over, and you crunch through a bunch of bones, and a bunch of bone splinters just fly up. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa.
What?
Did anything happen to you guys on your roll 20? The chat?
No, we lost you on
No.
camera though.
Your camera's gone.
Yeah. My thing just kind of got mad.
Got Byakugan.
Give me a sec. It says it's loading back. It just like went white for a second. Okay.
Must be this main internet.
Oh, yeah. Something. Okay.
Southern main internet, rather. Dustin
Right.
seems fine.
That's right.
Okay. Anything else from you?
I
sir?
mean, it is a Fury of Blows, so I still have one more attack.
Yep.
So
That's god damn it. Roll
Yeah,
a
so
6.
you pull your fist back up after hitting the bone, and you go to do it again, and it's the same situation. He rolls back the other way, and you strike the pile of bone again and send some bone splinters up.
I mean, that's my turn. Just wasted a key point for nothing.
Fuck those bones up though.
Yeah.
that bone pile,
Yeah.
word
for sure.
That bone pile is that much smaller.
correct.
Do we know the state that this guy is in? Like, I know that Cash.
Um,
I know she landed an attack on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he took the slash to the back, and it staggered him for a second, and he ran over and took a couple breaths, but he still looks pretty good. He doesn't. It didn't.
I also punched him after. I also punched him after I grappled him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you tackled him through an elbow into him, and then slashed him up. So yeah, he's taken a couple of hits and dodged a couple of hits, and he doesn't look too injured. He looks injured, but not substantially by any means. All right, on to Kishana. Mind you, you're not being like grappled by this dog or anything like that. That's how it attacked you.
Yeah. Let's turn right around.
Get it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will turn myself back around, and I will raise my sword in two hands over my head and bring it down upon both heads, if possible, of this demon dog.
Okay.
So it is a long sword, and the hit is the same, but the damage is different. That is a 17 plus 5.
That hits. You
My
connect
new-
with the sword.
My new dice are very good to me.
Nice.
So with the two-handed strike, that is a D10 plus 3. That is a 7 plus 3, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Crank.
He takes it. Yeah, you swing up and you connect in on the head. I'll say on the
The main head.
the main one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said it was 10 damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you do it. That dog takes 10 damage. The sword connects and it whimpers, but it looks back up at you and snarls again. It's still adamant on taking you out.
Yeah. Let's dance, doggy friend. And I'll stoutly squared up on it, and
Okay.
like super distracted so that Everly is
just
unaccosted.
hand your arm, put your arms out.
Blah!
Yeah,
Sword.
you're right. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dog's
I think
turn.
the only other thing I would do is would move. No, I'm good there. I'll stay here.
Okay. Yeah, this dog is. It is in battle with you. It felt some uncomfortable activity in the posterior area, but it is definitely more involved in the current visual.
Yeah, I just got hit with a sword in the face.
Yeah, so it's gonna lash out at your ankles again with a bite.
Yeah.
This dog's stronger than I thought he was gonna be. He's a little bastard.
Yeah. So, what's your AC again?
It is 16 because I do not have my shield equipped.
Yeah. So that main head that you just hit, you pull the sword back and it curls in and goes for your ankle.
Damn.
And well, it gets around the section that it bit previously, but its wound on its head is preventing it from getting a full clamp down. So it actually doesn't deal any damage on that one.
Yeah.
But the other head goes for the other ankle.
My strong head.
Yeah, and as you're looking down at this head, this dog biting at you, and trying to wiggle it out, like get off me. This other one, the other side, goes in at your other ankle again, and this one actually connects. This one gets in on that meaty section between your armor pieces, and it bites down pretty good. And it does. And it does 3 damage to you. And if you could make a con save, please.
Is it con?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have proficiency in those. 10 plus 4, 14.
Oh boy! Yeah.
No! Is that enough?
You're safe.
Woo!
Yeah, you feel like when these dog bites connect, there's a little bit of a sting that's like not just that like piercing feeling. Like something else is prevalent in the jaw of this dog, but you're being able to
Damn.
You're being able to push through it. It hasn't gone into your bloodstream or anything like that yet. So
Oof, close one.
okay, that's the dog's turn. And he's going to stay on you. He's adamant.
He doesn't want to
Okay.
leave. He doesn't want to back up. You sure?
I'm sure. All right, man. This fella can do a lot, and I have to figure out what he's going to be doing here.
Hit me up with those dex saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to this as it dodged out of a couple of your attacks there, Seraph. It's going to place its hand on your forehead because you're right up on it, trying to throw punches on it. Reaches out, puts its hand on your forehead, and you can make a wisdom save.
A wisdom? Oh
Yep.
no.
Another command.
Think really hard.
Fuck yourself.
Yes.
Rolled a 17.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, it put its hand on your forehead, and you felt this quick little surge through your body, and you tensed up really quick, but you shrug and you focus, and you have full agency, and it didn't actually affect you.
Did this guy just try to charm me?
Maybe something like that.
He used command on Cash earlier.
Okay.
He did do that. Yep. But
Not good at this.
But I
Yeah.
guess we don't know what necessarily he did to our friend Seraph, but to our friend Cash, it was command.
And then let me look up one other thing.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Multi attack.
Okay. Yeah. So he actually, he has like a scythe in one of his hands, and he puts his hand on your forehead and tries something, and it doesn't work. And he goes, "Ugh," and he takes his scythe and he slams it on the ground, and this red like crack stretches out across the ground, and I gotta get something going here.
As a bonus action?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. Man, I don't have like I don't have a token. This is lame.
What do you need?
Man, this will do. I don't freaking care.
Okay.
A black scythe, like a glowing scythe, from behind you apparates, and it's black and it's got this red outer glow around it, and it's just floating there behind you, and it's going to make an attack at you. What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, okay. This hits.
All right.
The scythe slashes down on you and does... Wait, what in the world? Hit... I gotta get these on macros, bros.
Macro that damage.
For 5 damage.
All right.
This large black magical scythe from behind you slashes down at you and does 5 damage. And yeah, he's gonna stay put. Okay, Everly.
So I don't really appreciate the things that are going on here. I'm ready. I'm ready to keep my rapier out and do some damage. So she swings again at this two-headed doggo.
But
Is that your butt? Let me rape you that butt.
fuck.
Okay.
Damn, Dawson.
I rolled a 16.
Nice.
Okay, you pull back after hitting this dog's pucker, and you jab back in. Roll your damage.
This
Is
poor
it still the 2? D8.
It's not a critical this time, so it's just
Okay.
going to be the
Just the
1d8
one.
plus.
Okay. And I rolled a 9.
Nice.
Nice.
You connect again, and both heads put out a whimper, and the one on the right curls back and looks at you, while the one in the front stays looking at Kashana, and it curls back, and it's got like a grimace on its face, but then it goes back into a growl. It recognizes that you're back there. Okay. And yeah, this pup, this scary two-headed pup is not looking hot. It's taken a lot from the two of you, and it's not doing great. Okay. Anything else for you?
It says this bonus action I can do. Word, is that correct?
What is it?
It says bonus action. It says actions in combat or spells is healing word.
Yeah, is bonus action
Yeah.
healing word a bonus action?
Yep.
Healing word is a bonus action.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And that's
who's-
that's verbal, so yeah, you don't have to touch anyone for that.
Okay, and who just took damage? Sorry, it was
Cash, I think, is the only one.
Yeah,
Cash.
Cash.
I thought Seraph didn't take any damage.
I
No.
did take it.
Oh yeah, he did. He
But
just took
he'll
5.
cash. He'll cash.
okay. Okay, so I will summon some girl power here. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So empowering.
yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. I gotta look at this here.
It's a 1d4 plus
4,
spellcasting
okay.
modifier.
All right. And I rolled a 4.
Nice.
And you have what's your modifier?
Oh,
It's just the
spellcasting ability modifier.
yep.
It's charisma then.
Plus 2.
All right.
Yeah.
So a
Sweet.
6.
Nice.
Hee hee.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
How do you heal? How do you heal Kashana? after raping the butt.
Raping.
So
oh, I'd
Kashan
love
and
it if we
I-
said something, anything other than that.
Rapiering this dog.
Rapiering.
Never gonna,
Oh man,
it's never gonna.
fuck.
Okay, so Kashan and I are looking at each other, and we connect our
Mhm.
eyes together.
Yes.
And I say, "This will not be the last time that I save your ass." And I
I
heal.
believe you.
Nice. Good stuff.
Elagos is really excited at this point with the girl eye contact.
I'm just back here watching.
He's just going, nice.
Yeah.
They're just Eiffel towering over this poor two-headed dog and just
Yeah.
looking at each other like, yeah.
And Alagos is just Hell yeah.
Goes
He's like, yeah.
more like Alum.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the end of that round, and it is now the portal's turn, and you hear it, and it's trying to pull through, but that frozen section is just not given. It's not moving forward anymore for this round. So stopped in place there. All right,
hell
man.
yeah.
Up to you.
Okay. So, is there still a dog connected to one of these chains?
Two dogs connected to the left chain.
Save Shelly and Barbara.
Oh, I thought we broke the chain.
No,
One
it
of
was
them, just
it
one.
was low.
Broke the chain connected to Margaret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelly Barbara.
Since it was frozen, I was like, all right, I'll
Sh-
let you.
Shelly Barbara still having some issues.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to move here. And I am going to cast Chaos Bolt at our friend that is fighting Seraph. Okay.
Okay.
Hurl a ball, make a ranged spell attack against target. On hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage, but I have to roll the damage first, or the hit first. I never land this attack, dude. I never land this chaos.
Yeah, so you come from over the top, and you cook up this
Whoops.
whirling chaos bolt, and you go to hum it at this guy, and it passes over his head and hits the wall behind him. Man, that's a ripper of a spell too.
I've never landed it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get physical dice because these dice in this fucking game. Dude.
Oil head right.
Make sure you spend those spell slots too for
Yep.
using those.
Yep, there we go.
What do you have left? Yeah, just out of curiosity.
I have one slot left.
Okay.
One spell slot left.
You do have those sorcerer points also too, if you want to get into those at any point.
Okay.
Can you convert them at level 2?
What was that?
You can convert them at level 2?
Yeah, I believe he gets like one or two of them.
Nice.
Yeah, small amount, but he has them. Okay. Anything else for you?
No, just gonna cry a little bit. And that's that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Coven,
Oh, dang.
you're just we're gonna be all right, Margaret. You're just butt rubbing over there.
Yeah, the hen hasn't left the butt. And I'm going to drop another sacred flame on that fucking chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Ooh, that's 8.
Yep. So the,
Heyo.
again,
Yes.
this time even bigger. You guys all hear a little crackling, and this white light shoots down and hits this chain again right in the center, and you just hear it. This time sounds like ice shattering, because that section that had been frozen, and it and the chain snaps, and one of the ends very quickly travels through the portal, and the other end falls down, and Barbara and Shelly are free, or they're restrained in chain, but no
First
longer
of all, do they have collars on?
it's just like a section of the chain.
Can I
No,
can I see that the doggo next to me is Margaret?
no.
You did tell us.
I did tell you, but there's no. If you, they're very well trained. If you like said their names, they would all react.
Okay,
Um,
so
Which Coven has been doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and scoot over to these dogs, and
Yep.
I'm gonna look at the one that I freed and go, Shelly, Barbara, Margaret, come here, come here. And I'm gonna
Just say them all the names.
yep, pat my thighs, go, come here, and try to get her to follow. And then I'm going to try to slip the chain off these two, like I did for Margaret.
Sure. Yeah. Make another dex.
That's an 18.
Yeah. So this one's a little more complex because it's two dogs wrapped up kind of simultaneously in the same chain,
I'm
but
pushing the glasses up real hard on this one.
yeah. And you're pulling legs through and necks through different parts of the chain, and it falls. And you've got three puppos that think Coven is just the guy.
Did Margaret follow me?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I go, but, is that your butt? Is that your butt? Is that your butt? And then I turn to Margaret and hit her on the underside, go, is that your belly? Okay, that's my turn.
We're all in a battle for our lives.
Coven
We're
just
playing with
dives
dogs.
into the puppy pile.
Very nice.
Yes.
You guys see me on my back, like, kicking my legs up, just rubbing bellies?
It's so hard to separate Coven from Dustin right now. Like,
So, for real?
super real. Like, I'm super immersed.
Yeah. All right. Seraph.
All right, let's hit him.
Do it.
Not even gonna move.
Nah, man.
That's a 23.
Yeah, man. Pull that bow staff up. Give him a fucking brap, dude.
And I rolled a 10 on my damage.
Very
Slick.
nice.
All right, dude. Yeah, this guy got a little cocky with you and dodged out of a bunch of your shit, and he pulled that scythe up, that red crackling energy through the ground, and the scythe pulled up and hit you, and he laughed a little bit when it hit you, and after he's like mid chuckle, and you just right on the top of him with that bow staff for 10 damage, which is a lot to him, and he staggers a little bit and holds where he hit him, and he's looking kind of rough.
You won't be laughing for much longer, fuckboy.
Yes! Yes! Everly and Seraph with the one-liners. Hell yeah.
All right. No key points, just unarmed strike.
Bonus. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm. That's I
to
rolled
hit.
an 8. Yeah, to it. I
Okay.
didn't do it.
Yeah, you go to strike him, and you hit like a vacant part of his robe. There's nothing. It just, you hit some cloth, and it doesn't connect.
That's my turn.
Okay. Cash.
This two-headed doggo is significantly meaner than those single-headed doggos over there. So yeah, same as before, two-handed strike with my long sword, still leaving the shield off.
Gotcha.
Plus, so that is a 10 plus 5, 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. That is 1d10, 3 plus 3, 6 damage.
6 damage. Again, you come up on the center head that's still looking at you while the other head is curled around looking at Everly. And yeah, you bring it back down, same spot. You connect for 6 damage, and it is just like both heads put on a whimper, and its legs start to shake a little bit, and it's looking really bad.
Gotcha.
It looks like it's not. Its will to bite at those ankles is diminishing.
Well, this creature is an abomination, and I therefore must put an end to it. And I will move down on, stay within its range, but move down onto the floor because
Gotcha.
These uneven ankles are making it putting hell on my ankles, let alone this dog.
Gotcha. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to see you turn around behind you, and it's going to turn to face the two of you and see both of the threats, and it's going to look at both of you. One head's going to snarl at Everly, and one head snarling at Cash, and the head on the left is going to lash out, and it's going to bite at Everly.
Oh no.
What's your AC? It's like the shield on your character sheet towards the top next to initiative.
14.
14. Yeah, so so AC means like it's your armor class, but it's also like if your dexterity can come into that too. So it might be like you trying to dodge out of the way as well. So because you're not heavily armored, so I'll say that this dog comes in and you try and like pull your foot up to get it out of the way of this dog, and it actually does connect and it latches onto your ankle there. And it deals 5 damage to you.
Damn it.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh. Ugh.
A 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel this bite, and you feel this hot feeling in where the bite was, and this black veiny looking action kind of comes out of the wounds, and it travels through your ankle area, and you are poisoned. And this is specifically the poison condition. It's actually different from what the demon in the previous chamber did. So this specifically, a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, is what you're dealing with this poison. So basically, if you, I hear you typing on it. So hold on a second now. Holy shit! I hate this is just. I've been trying for many turns.
I know. I fucking saw your face just beam when she hit that 3.
So yeah, the wording on it here. I'll link it just so you can remember. And disadvantages when you roll twice and then you take the lower.
Okay.
So if you're making an attack roll or ability check moving forward, that's at disadvantage. And basically at certain points based on the poison, which I will address when it's appropriate, you can make another Constitution saving throw to see if your body rids of the poison or if it persists.
Okay.
So currently poisoned, and you took the 5 damage. The other head is going to lash out at Kashana.
It will be coming up against a 16 armor class.
Okay, man, I think other than the ones that have hit you, I think you got hit twice, right?
Mhm.
Jayla? Everything else has been a 15. Literally every roll. Okay, so yeah, this head does the same thing, and it catches a little bit of armor there at the bottom, and you don't take any damage from it. But it stands strong, man. It pulls itself together, and its legs are shaking, but it's holding on.
Not
looking
for
at you
long.
guys. Yeah. Okay. This guy is on to the back to the robed figure. He is seeing the current situation. That bow staff hit really learned him up. He knows where he knows where he stands at this point. So still in range. So not opportunity yet, but he's moving to the backside of you.
All right.
And is going to hold his hand back up and touch you again. And you'll make a wisdom save.
Here we go again. That's a 7.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's a 7.
So his palm touches your back, and all of your muscles tense up, and you feel like you are immobile, like you couldn't move if you wanted to. And then let's see, that was 5, 10. He is going to bow. He's going to bow towards you. He's going to turn this way. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, what is going on, man? It keeps flashing white and I lose everything. There we go. I'm back. He's going to turn to the rest of you and bow, and he's going to very, very loudly, almost like he's amplifying what he's saying. He's going to say, well, congratulations on your quarry. These beasts belong to you now. I will find means to progress elsewhere, and you can have that one as a consolation prize. He will run up towards the portal.
God fucking damn it.
And jump and pass through it.
No.
Rel has no, or Seraph has no reaction to use.
He is
No.
paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed. Can't do anything.
And the
Shelly Barbara?
portal and the man disappear.
Shelly Barbara. They don't like him.
That is the most disappointing.
I mean,
Shit.
it's not disappointing. I hate letting bad guys just run away.
That's disappointing.
That's disappointing. Yeah.
Oh, and as a point of this disappears as well. But yeah,
Sorry,
the
what
man,
does?
the scythe. So yeah, he passed around you, put his hand on your back, and you are in full paralysis, and you hear him start to move, and you think I can stop him, because you saw how unhealthy he was, and he starts to move away, and you can't move, you can't react, and he passes through the portal, and the portal it was 60 feet tall, this massive looming portal, and you just hear and it closes up it's gone, completely gone.
Motherfucker.
Shit.
And that insanely hot heat that you guys felt is no longer present. I mean, it's radiating in the room because it was fucking hot in here a second ago, but the source of it is no longer present. But yeah, that dude dipped the fuck out.
Okay.
So
So-
I believe now it would be Everly's turn.
Yeah, will you let her kill this dog, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
This bad dog.
I'm hurting now. But I'm pissed. So I'm gonna swing on this bastard.
I want to convert the dog.
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. Like we can save him.
I want 4 dogs.
It's over. And you said 2 rolls, and I take the lowest one.
Yes.
What if we just cut off the
J-Lo.
bad head? Just
That's
cut
not
the,
me.
just cut the
That's
bad
not me.
head.
I set him up.
That wasn't me. I made mine transparent and hid them.
Okay, so those are your 2 rolls, the 13
Yeah,
and the 15.
13 and 15. Yeah.
You barely connect, but you do connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is over. This isn't over.
Oh, is this the damage?
This is a damage, yeah.
So you don't have to roll twice on the damage. It's just
okay.
it's just the check. So
Okay.
they take the first one, the 10,
Hi-yo.
which is way more than enough.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
Yeah. How are you taking this dog out?
Okay,
Out of the situation.
I'm pissed. I'm in pain. I am going to slice him up slowly and
Oof, shit.
Brutal.
say, slash. This is for cash.
Oh,
Slash.
shit.
This is for Seraph. Slash.
Oh,
This is for Coven. And slash. This is for mother fucking Alagos.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get bit.
He made it to the list.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Awesome.
Rest in peace.
I move Shelly, Barbara, Margaret behind me a little bit away from Everly.
Oh, hey.
Canon. Everly hates all dogs now.
Dang.
Okay. Wow. So, fucking Oli. Initiative's over, man. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else is endangering you guys.
Come here. Come on.
Do I
Yeah.
just get out of my
So can anyone heal me?
Yeah.
I got-
After another 6 seconds, technically you'd
Okay.
make another like check, but I'll let. As time, you're fine. The guy.
I can
What-
shocking
what-
touch defibrillate him if we need to.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
it's fine. It's fine.
what about Everly? She was also poisoned, right?
Yep.
Everly is poisoned. Yes, she has a wound, a bite wound on her ankle that has pulsing black veins on it.
Man.
That's not good.
Sounds necrotic.
Who can
I can
help?
suck it out. I'll suck it out.
I don't think I have a spell to get rid of a poison effect.
Really,
Mm.
Coven?
Would medicine just work?
Are you just making excuses just so you can
Play with the
scratch?
dogs.
Yeah.
Can't heal your poison. Come here.
Healing word doesn't do that, right? Just regains HP.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Maybe-
I haven't been reading up on poisons too much.
This is a very interesting affliction. Also, I can't really bring you guys into the light of it, but I will treat it how it's supposed to be treated. So yeah, but yeah, healing word wouldn't affect it.
She does need to do a con save, right? So she can just keep doing that.
No, it's on a specific time, like the amount of time that can. She made that con save, and I'll let her know when she can make another one.
Medicine, maybe?
I think a medicine check would maybe tell you what it is or what
God.
it may be doing, but I don't think it would help cure anything.
But she's stable, right? She's not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, she's not like
Yeah.
like taking
Not
like
critical.
I'll tell you you're not like taking damage from it, seemingly. Like you're not. I'm not. It's
Yeah.
not like slowly ticking away at you or anything currently.
Yeah, we just have to take the leg.
Okay, just let's just search around, see what we can find. We can,
I would like to, with tender love and care, lead these 3 dogs with me as I go to look in that tent.
Okay.
And I want to drink whatever this green stuff is. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I want the red stuff.
No.
I mean, we could see what's up with this, but
Okay.
don't
so
break it.
You are checking out this little tent or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
What's my investigation? It's a 17.
17. Okay. You see a bedroll, and you see just a little setup of some food. Looks like some oats and just very minor shit. Just something to keep this guy, good for a little bit.
Any dried meats?
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
nothing like that.
Sorry, Shelly.
And you see at the top of the bedroll where the like pillow section of the bedroll is.
Hmm.
Next to it is a small black medallion, like a coin almost.
Okay. Swipe.
You're grabbing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me, because this is kind of important. Let me find this for you guys. If you guys want to look at Discord real quick. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to do. No, that'll work. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is what this medallion looks like.
Okay.
It's just like it's got like a black center and like a little like embezzled like metal
A
ring.
bezel
like
box?
Bezel box. yeah. Ring, and it looks like it's made out of that that black section looks like it's a similar material to the steps over there with a little bit of gold like around the edges, and there's this symbol in the middle of it.
Okay. Anything else in there?
Nah, that's it.
Okay. I'd like to spend 10 minutes in this tent identifying the coin.
Okay. And identify. Tell me what identify does again. I know like the idea. Does it tell you if it's like magical or?
I choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Yeah.
If the item was
Okay.
created by a spell. Ba 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 ba
Okay.
ba ba. You tell me all, give me sheet.
Yeah.
Pass him the NX card with all the information on it.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you sit there for 10 minutes and you are identifying that. In the meantime, does anyone else want to?
I want to check this bone pile out.
Okay. Yeah, this bone pile looks like. Go ahead and make an investigation for me on that.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, dude, that's a pile of bones.
Well,
Those bones got
It's a-
beat up.
It's a pile of white sticks.
oh Boom.
Cool. Could be a tree for all I know, apparently.
Alagos walks over and he's like, "Oh, I wonder where they got all these birch trees, guys."
Oh my gosh,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Tomorrow, going to get dice. Fuck.
Okay.
I mean, I do have dice here, but I'd rather do the roll for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Can I check the
Rigged.
the cauldrons? See what's
Yeah, you're
up?
gonna check out those cauldrons up there.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Oh my.
I don't want to touch them. Just
Okay.
If, if those chains died earlier, I was gonna throw those cauldrons into the fucking portal.
Oh,
That would be
okay.
fucking
Oh,
cool.
shoot, dang.
Yeah. Go ahead and investigate those.
I'm not very smart, so.
Yes, you
I got a
are.
nat 20, man.
Shoot.
Nat 20,
Damn,
I'm
dog.
Okay, so at the very top of this, where the dogs were and where the man was, there's 3 cauldrons. There's one to the left side, there's one in the middle, and there's one on the right. The one we'll start with the green one. They're all about the same size, and they don't. The one in the middle looks like it's hot. Like it looks like it's putting off like heat. Where you could, if you touched it, it would probably burn you. This one that's you're closest to, this green one, looks. It doesn't look like it's hot, but it's some kind of like sickly fluid. It seems magical, and it doesn't look friendly. The one in the middle there is a similar situation, but it looks like it's full of like a lava almost. Like it's like a hot like flame. Like you see the top like bubble a little bit, and like a flame will come off it, almost
Mhm.
like maybe like a napalmy kind of thing. And then the one all the way to the right looks just like it looks like a really light blue color with like these whitish gray like swirls all through it. Not like shimmering like the portal was. Like it kind of looks a little bit like that, but not exactly. But it's got these it just has these like it has these swirls that it's constantly swirling. Like it almost looks like a hypnotist like thing, you know what I mean? One of those like a spiral with a
Okay.
yeah,
Or-
with a
or
so
like-
it's like a light blue liquid with this like with another kind of like swirly white material in it. And that one's like constantly moving. So and yeah, they're all kind of like bubbling and moving and active. Yeah, and with investigation, that's about all you can that's what it was a nat 20, so I'm going to give you as many details as I can, but
Okay.
in terms of other specific things, that's about it you can get from investigating it that way.
In order for me to know what they are, would I?
I'll say that based on what you're seeing, and like the activity, and with the nat 20, like your intuition, they seem super magical. Like if you
Okay.
wanted to do like an arcana type situation, or if anyone else wanted to, like if you wanted to bring forward that information and say that you believe them to be, you know, magically imbued, then someone could do an arcana check to glean like all the information off of them.
I would like to ask Coven to do an arcana ability check on this on these cauldrons. Hey, Coven!
Hold on 1 second, just looking at something over here. I'll be just a moment.
You know, I'm proficient, Rel, but I don't blame you for not wanting my dice in that fucking in that mix.
No, I'm just going by. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could ask you and Everly because you're magic and stuff. But
If you wanted to,
Yeah.
there's a couple different ways you could do. If you want someone else to take the check, by all means, by choosing someone you'd think would be more, better at it, or people can come over and if you all have a group look, you can roll with advantage or however you guys want to handle it. If you want to call, because I think Coven's kind of locked in for the next little bit with that identify, right?
It's all you.
It's like a 10-minute identify, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say if you're looking for someone who'd be able to glean the most information, I think Alagos would be the best bet, and he could
all right.
come
Woody,
over.
really?
And,
Woody, really?
What's going on?
yeah, so if Alagos wants to check those out with an Arcana check, I'd let you take it with advantage.
And Alagos
Arcana
just
check.
took a look at the bones and found out they were bones, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Got it.
They might be bones.
It might be bones.
And I come over here and I'm like, oh, what are you cooking, Seraph? What are you... Cooking
Alagos,
stuff?
could you please help me out in identifying these liquids?
We'll see what we can do. Okay. So,
I want to relay what he just told me about them like being certainly magical liquids. There's magic involved.
mhm. Yeah.
I know. I want to help him in
Yeah.
some way with the information that I think I have.
Okay. So it says I'm proficient in this, but it's a +2. Is there anything on top of that +2 because I'm proficient in it, or is the +2 my proficiency?
The +2 is your proficiency. So like,
Okay.
yeah, whatever number's next to the skill.
Okay.
And then you could do it twice. I'll let you do it twice for advantage because
Okay.
you're kind of both checking.
Yeah. 1 and 1 is still 2, my friend. Here we go.
Mm.
Okay, 4, 6. So we got 6 and a 9.
I'll be right out in a bit and help you identify some things.
Okay.
I am so sorry.
So yeah, tell us.
Seriously, dude. You ever feel like you're just walking around not doing shit? That's how I feel in this campaign.
So Alagos checked out the bones, rolled a nat 1, and then came over with advantage from Seraph's help
And
rolled
proficiency.
rolled a 4 for a total of 6, and then assuming the next one would be better, which it was, is a 7 + 2 for a total of 9. So man, I will say, so Seraph got all that information with his nat 20. You got like a bunch of stuff, what everything looks like, the situation. I'll say that as what do you have for spells currently prepared? Like what let me actually look. I'm gonna see if you can base some of this knowledge off what you currently have. You have Frostbite, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, Thunderclap, Chaos Bolt. Okay. Burning Hands. All right. So I'll just say through association and with no other information, the thing on the left looks like very, very similar to what happens when you would cast like a Chaos Bolt. Okay. It looks like a similar pooling of magic to that effect. So that's Chaos Bolt's a necrotic effect, right? I believe it
Like
does.
it's like a multi-element.
Okay. So,
But yes, necrotic is part of it.
yeah. So this green cauldron you could associate to have something to do with necrotic magic. Okay, I'll give you. And then because you have things like burning hands or I don't know if you have any other fire abilities, but this one in the center feels like it's associated with fire magic. And the other one is just you're at a loss. You're not sure what that light blue one to the right has going on.
Okay.
Okay, well,
I guess
everyone's going Dory the Explorer, not trademarked. And no one cares about what's going on with me. Can I find out what's going on with me?
Yeah, Everly, you want to go back? You want to go up there and check out the cauldrons as well?
No, I want to see, like, can I find out what's inflicting me?
Oh, got you. Sorry, I misheard what you were saying.
No, you're good.
Yeah, go ahead and look down at your leg and make a medicine roll.
Medicine. All right. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Yeah, so you contracted a disease from this dog. And you are not sure how you're going to handle it. It definitely makes you feel worse, which is like you feel sick, which is the effect of the disadvantage on attack rolls and that effect. You're not sure what the effects are past that point, or necessarily how to handle it. But you know that there's people out there, in certain towns and civilizations and things like that deal with stuff like this. So with assuming that the effects of it aren't too severe in the next short amount of time, you probably could look around and find someone totally able to help with something like that. But in terms of what it's doing to you, other than like the poison effect that it was tagged, you're not sure what's going to be going down with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cash. Before Coven finishes up his thing, Cash, are you feeling any feels? Anything you want to do?
If the other people in my party who are significantly smarter than I am couldn't figure out what was going on in those cauldrons, I don't think I really can. So I will check in with Everly as she is doing her medicine check on herself. Make sure she feels like she knows what she's up to. And then, is that your butt? Is that your butt?
Very nice.
Yeah, because I don't really have any particular skills for medicine or diseases or anything like that. So I'll just give Everly the nods, like, yep, you fucked up. Yep, okay,
Yeah.
I can't help.
Girl.
Okay,
So
I can't help.
general-
I'm gonna hang out with some dogs.
Butts.
The general info that you have up there on the cauldrons is that this person was, through the two rolls, I know one was like really good and one was subpar, but this is like collected very potent magical energy from various types of magic, one of which you can determine is a form of like necrotic energy, one of which you can determine is a form of like fire energy, and the other one is foreign, seems, from what the two of you know. Coven, so yeah, you identify this medallion, and so it basically lets you know if it's magical and what its effects are, if it consists of any magical effect.
Yeah, you basically just slot that in my equipment.
Yeah. Okay, so this is I'll plug it into yeah, I'm gonna work more with D&D Beyond and get the item thing completely situated. This is a medallion, and go ahead, and I know what identify does, and I know that it'll tell you specific things, but make a religion check to go with it, because I think with the identify you would know that this is a religious thing.
It's a 17.
Okay. So
I have expertise in religion.
yeah.
Damn.
So this is your relationship with the Wanderer is like specific to you and him as a follower of him. So you don't have your books kind of are your like symbol or whatever. This is like a holy symbol of some kind of deity or something being worshipped. This is like a sigil of that. There's like there's like a whole pantheon of gods, and you've got them in your book. You can look in your book and see like a symbol for, like Kalim Vor. Like there's just a whole list of all these like deities in the pantheon, and they all have like, one guy's got like a fist holding something, and one of them looks just like a skull or something like that.
Mine's
and
a
you're
book.
looking. Yeah, yours is a book. So yeah, the Wanderers is just like a picture of a book. So you're seeing things that look like what you're holding, but in your book, this symbol isn't showing up. But it's like very reminiscent of these types of things. So you're like, this looks like a religious, like a holy symbol, religious symbol, but it's not something that you have recorded.
Okay.
But you can tell that that's what it probably is. And in terms of identify on it, I think, if I'm understanding the magic that's affecting it properly, it would also have abjuration magical effects on it, where you would know that this is attuned to be somewhat of like a key, where it would allow you to move between basically. Man, how would I want to
Just
put it in?
Just DM me that stat block.
Basically, it's like a fob. It's like a fob at work.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fob. If you were to travel, like if you tried to travel through like a door or a portal of some kind, without it, it would not allow you through or would cause you harm. And something like this would allow you to travel through that without being caused harm.
Okay.
It's like a way into something of that nature. So that's what that is.
I'm going to slide that into my satchel and hum and walk out of the tent and scratch the dogs.
Yeah, so Coven and Cash are just kneeling down, giving super butt rubs. Grats on saving the pups.
Did y'all need me to take a look at anything out here? I heard some disputes earlier.
Yes, Coven. I would love to know what's in these cauldrons.
All right, let me take a look. Oh, these are looking like some magic. Hold on one moment. Let me talk to the Wanderer. Gonna channel divinity and become proficient in Arcana.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check with that.
Boo! 7.
All right, let's just leave these things and let's go.
That looks like some swirly goo. I don't know. And
So since there was some info gleaned from the one on the left and in the center, I'll say, nah, man, no, you don't know shit.
yeah, I don't know shit. And then I speed walk down the stairs and look at the bones. Do I see anything more than Seraph punch some bones?
Hey, Coven, there's bones.
I see that.
Pile of birch wood. Yeah, you can investigate.
Okay, that's better. That's 16.
Yeah, it's a pile of all mostly like humanoid shaped bones. There's a couple like leg bone areas, like femur type muscle, or not muscle, obviously not muscle, bones, and things like that are shaped a little oddly, like they would come from like an inverted leg. But there's only a couple of those, and then like a ton of like regular what you would see coming off like a human or a dragonborn, or like just humanoid bones.
Okay. And not seeing anything but bone.
No, just bone.
Okay. I'm going to pick up the closest skull, and I'm gonna put that in my satchel,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna start humming.
Are you going for any? Are you going for any like size? So there's different sized skulls. They're all like similar looking, but they're varying size.
I'll take a small one,
Okay.
and then just put it in the bag and nothing anywhere. Didn't see a thing.
Okay.
Swirling goo up there, bones down here. Not a thing in the tent. I don't know.
Man,
So,
inside check. You're fucking lying.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, if you're saying there wasn't a thing in the tent, if you want to roll,
Then I walk up to my sister and go,
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. With my sisterly grace, I roll an 18 plus 1. So
You're well aware of my
I'm just
poker
making
face.
sure.
You already know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I know what's going on. I just want to make sure that I know what's going on.
Okay.
I want to cast a spell in that bowl. Oh my god.
Let it rip, dude.
Oh, fuck it. First off, it's my last sorcery, and I botch that shit and kill Rel on accident.
I'm gonna give you a wide berth over there. Shitty Papa Mackie. Come on.
Yeah, come on, girls.
Calling
Can I
the pups over.
can I like get real close to
Yeah.
Coven, like real creepy close?
I'm
and, like,
uncomfortable.
You sure you didn't? You sure
What
you
else
didn't
is new?
Find anything in that tent?
Well,
Like I'm like an inch away from his face. Sure.
I found a medallion.
Brother.
Yeah.
We'll check that out when we get
I get nervous when people get close.
Man.
I back away. Like I'm not gonna berate him for doing that. But
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Anything else in this area you guys want to?
God
I
damn
know
it.
you're all fucked up, dude. You're
Yeah.
Just
we didn't find shit out.
Eric, just
Yeah.
fucking do it, dude. YOLO.
Dude, but it's my last
Oh, wait.
spell.
I can look.
I've never
though.
even got to hit a creature with it.
I haven't looked.
You get to hit a
Wait.
cauldron with
Oh
it.
yeah, the smartest one in the party hasn't looked yet, so please get over there.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You get up, you limp a little bit over there. And I will let the last Arcana check rip.
Oh wait,
You clicked on.
Yep.
There you go.
I clicked the question mark. This is already. Heyo.
Oh my gosh.
Swirling bubbly.
Yeah, there's some magical cauldrons.
Oh
Are they
my
cauldrons?
gosh.
I'm not sure. Okay.
All right, I'm throwing a chaos bolt into that bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Which
walking
one? Which
right
one?
up-
Which one?
You're walking right up to the.
The
Evelyn,
green one.
make some room.
Yeah, you're gonna not want to stand there. It's my last sorcery though, guys. How do I get my sorceries back?
I'm putting the
Long
dogs
rest.
Yeah.
behind me, putting a
Long
shield in
rest.
front
Leave
of them.
him here and then come back.
You take a long rest, Eric. So after this, if you guys wanted to take a long rest, you'd get that shit back.
All right, let's
Guys-
fucking do it.
Guys, can we just leave the cauldrons and then come back?
Why?
Why Rel?
I
Sarah.
mean, we can grab vials or whatever with these liquids and bring them to someone that can appraise them.
Man,
That's smart.
I don't know.
But-
Kinda wanna-
Alagos
Kind of want to blow that fucker up.
Alagos has a track record, guys.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
the
know.
wild card.
In one hand, I believe that this might be the worst idea ever. But in the other hand, it is hard for me to say no to beta testing.
I'll let you decide.
I mean,
I'll do what the group. I'll do what the group wants to do.
Goes.
Ghost.
All right, let's do it.
Ghost. Ghost.
All
dude, roll
right,
the
let's do it.
Yes.
All right, so it's
What are you
Dogs
casting?
are behind me. Shield is in
it's a
front of
D20
them.
plus 3. It's a D20 plus 3. It's Chaos Bolt at the green one.
should you
Okay,
be that,
specifically
should you
the
be
green
that
one.
close?
Chaos
Yes.
Ball.
Should I be that close? Yeah, I have no fear at this point. I'd be doing us all. I'd be doing us all a favor. You guys would at least get to your turns faster. All right, here we go. 18.
18. So, Alagos gets up there all flustered, like, damn, fucking can't figure out what the hell this shit is. Like, whatever.
I finally landed on a bowl.
Raises
Yes.
his hand.
One of
raises his
three.
hand. You're casting this specifically into, not at the cauldron, but inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
You cook up a hand above this cauldron, and a bunch of green energy swirls around, and you slam your hand down, and you send this beam of this bolt of energy into the cauldron. And we will pick up there next week.
My guy. My fucking guy.
I landed it though. Fuck yes, dude.
That's all that matters.
Yes. That's my third Chaos Bolt and the only one I've ever landed on an inanimate object. Let's give it a round of applause.
We'll pick up there in 2 weeks. Sorry, not next week.
Next sesh.
Next session.
Beautiful.
Damn.
Oh.
That shit got weird. I didn't know how any of that was gonna go.
How about that long rest, though?
Yeah, we should rest.
Yeah.
Next time.